Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Down. Strap season. Y'all know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for appeasement. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, they you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... Cause when you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe. I'm the kingpin.
What's good? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Man, I hope everybody, you know what I'm saying, had a great day. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, bro. I had to get some rest, bro. I mean, I've been trying to burn it up, you know what I'm saying? Trying to work. Let's see, what's going on Omega Red in the building. Mike Biggs Boxing, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Mike Biggs Boxing, man. I love his channel, man. And what's going on, that holy boy? What's going on? He says, yo, PCB, you know what I'm saying? Salute, fam. And what's going on, Andre Smith? What's going on? He says, salute, pool. And Greeks with fire. You know what I'm saying? He says, salute. He said, salute, pool. He said, Crawfish has lost his whole damn mind. You hear the bullshit he said about having a fight? And yeah, I was about to mention that shit, bro. I'm like, for real, bro. And I don't know if y'all peeped this, man, but I don't know if it's just me, but it seemed like he's trying to lure Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, over there, you know what I'm saying, out where McKinnon can get his hands on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird how it's like, you know, like a female, like, you know, try to lure you into a trap. Like, you know, he wanted EJ to meet, you know what I'm saying, the hedge fund people, right? So it's like he's trying to get EJ in on some bullshit, or he's trying to set him up for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He always, you know what I'm saying, talking about Europe or trying to get EJ to come out and see this dude or see people he fucking with or whatever. And it's just kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody else peeped that. If I were EJ, man, I'll stay far away from that little black motherfucker, man, because he up to something, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to lure EJ into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, I just don't trust Crawford. I don't trust his ass at all. What up? What's going on, Ricky D? I see you out there, my brother. Yeah, it seemed like I heard about telling something he wouldn't mind doing it in London. What the fuck? What the hell does Terrence Crawford know about London? Right? What do you know about London? I know he went over there one time or whatever, but I mean, come on now. I mean, what that fight? It has no place. It has no place in London, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, America. This is an American fight, bro. What is he talking about? The only thing I can think of is he got them goddamn them McKinnon boys over there. That's his neck of the woods and shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to go over there and fight this dude in London. You know what I'm saying? He went over there and he got impressed. His mind got blown over there and shit. All the shit that they told him that they could do for him. Ain't nobody worried about Crawford, man. He ain't trying to fight in any goddamn way. So you heard shit where Terrence Crawford, he was talking about having a fight. He was talking about having it in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? How he wanted to give his fans, you know what I'm saying? A show, you know what I'm saying, in Oklahoma, saying like, he's the best fighter in the world. Show him why he's the best fighter in the world. So, well, why is the best fighter in the world fighting David Evanesian though? You know what I'm saying? That's something he should be talking about. That's something that should be answered. The best fighter in the world ain't fighting the best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and they act like we crazy. You know what I'm saying? They act like we doing some kind of extra hate because, you know what I'm saying, this nigga is just scamming the public. Now he may be able to fool his hometown fans, but you know what I'm saying, he can't fool the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? We on his ass, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga, he just, you know what I'm saying, he has no shame, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pull me and you think alike. Yeah, man, he's trying to lure EJ, man, out, you know what I'm saying, for this dude, man. And it's like, I mean, you can see the shit a mile away. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga don't know shit about Europe. I mean, I know he went over to Dubai, but we already knew what happened over there. That's when that nigga was indoctrinated into the mafia and shit. But ain't nobody trying to. Don't get EJ mixed up in that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't get EJ mixed up in that. See, when you don't pay your dues or you don't, you know what I'm saying, do what them people want you, gonna end up like motherfucker Sonny Liston, all fucked up on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with those folk. The mob and the boxing go back way back. Got a long history together. And if you gullible enough, you know what I'm saying, to do business with them, then you dumb as hell. Let's see, Grease Five said back door. Bev 24 said we think alike. Yes, sir. And let's see, Andre Smith. Yeah, like, hell no, he ain't taking that shit to Britain. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you should have fought Kell Brook if you want to fight over there, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody. EJ want that shit in Dallas, Texas. He want that shit in America or Las Vegas or someplace like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be you know what I'm saying? That would be fair. Ain't nobody trying to travel all over there. You be tired and shit. You know what I'm saying? The time zone is different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get used to that fucked up food over there. Nobody's trying to hear that shit, bro. Nobody want to go through all that, bro. Why you gotta do all this different shit? You know what I'm saying? He always trying to do some off-brand shit. You know what I'm saying? He can't just get the Nikes like everybody else. He got to get Hikes. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get you know what I mean? He can't get the LeBrons, you know what I'm saying? He got to, some off shit. Just get the regular shit everybody else get, bro. What's your problem? And but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Crawford always gonna be a turd, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never gonna do right. You know what I'm saying? That's why shit don't ever work out for him. This is Bear 24 says he says, God, he said, my witness. I was thinking that this morning. You know what I'm saying? We see what you're doing with Crawford. We see you trying to lure my man out. You know what I'm saying? He probably hate EJ that so bad, he probably done made a deal with the damn mafia to make him disappear some shit. I said it. You know what I'm saying? I said it. He probably got damn gonna make him, you know what I'm saying, threaten him to take a dive or some shit. You know what I'm saying, on some bullshit scam, on a trilogy or some shit, or you know what I'm saying, on a 2-fight deal or some shit. It's like, no, bro. Ain't nobody doing what you're doing. EJ ain't like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? EJ ain't cricket like you, bro. He don't move like you. That man, they call that man the truth for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They call him the truth because the man has integrity. You know what I'm saying? The man ain't out here trying to scam people. He got daughters. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to get mixed up in all that kind of old mafia shit you got going on over there. Oh, I wouldn't. And he think all that little subtle shit. If a nigga put some shit out there, you know what I'm saying, I mean, even your wife would catch that shit. It's like all of a sudden, say, oh, honey, let's, what I'm saying, let's go to let's go to France. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Some shit this is out of the routine, some shit that just out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gonna catch on to that shit. Like, why are you always trying to get this man to travel or go overseas, or you know what I'm saying, always doing some off-brand shit? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just sign the motherfucking contract like everybody else? You know what I'm saying? And get in the ring and get your eyes knocked out your head, and that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But no, you can't do that. You got to ice skate uphill. You know what I'm saying? You got to do all this weird ass shit. Let's see, Bear 24 said he never mentioned England before. Of course he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because he got other people putting shit in his ear. You know what I'm saying? He got Kinahan and them people trying to get control of this fight. And you keep hearing all this weird shit. You know what I'm saying? You keep hearing all this weird ass shit. And these the same motherfuckers that what I'm saying, backed up Tyson Fury. So you already know the motherfucker shady. So I would shit, man. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would believe they put some shit on Tyson Fury glove. You know what I'm saying? To disorientate um Deontay Wilder. They do shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to check everything with them dudes because they trying to win that money. They bet, they have the betting lines and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, trying to bet against the odds and all this shit. So, it's real now. I know people don't believe. I know it sounds like a big conspiracy theory. Oh, I miss my man PGH Big Dog in the building. What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm just up here chopping it up, man, chopping a little boxing with the folks. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Let's see. He said it's something slick. Yeah, he always up to something. He looked like, if you take a look at, if you just look at Crawford, you can tell he a little slick ass motherfucker. He says, Bear 24 says he never mentioned England before. He says straight up, America is where the fight belongs. Yeah, it has no reason to be outside the country. They're two American fighters, and you know what I'm saying. But this just more of Crawford shit. You know what I'm saying? He always trying to introduce some dumbass shit. Talking about the UK fans are the best. You know, yeah, for UK fighters, yeah, they are for UK. But you ain't UK, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You from the cornfields of Omaha. That's where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And you now you fighting this no name number 6. You know what I'm saying, in the rankings. You know what I'm saying? You should be ashamed of yourself, my friend. You should be ashamed of yourself. He walking out there big and proud, fighting number 6. He done skipped over 1, 2, 3, 4. He done skipped over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and went to right number damn 6. That lets you know this nigga is lackluster. This nigga is not the number 1 pound for pound in the world. You know what I'm saying? You don't skip over all the top fighters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand that, Virgil, he's tied up now. But shit, all this shit is after he wasted all that damn time. He wasted everybody's time. Everybody was trying to see what he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And what he did was nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do shit. It says Bear 24 says all of a sudden he wanted in the UK. Yeah, something going on. I would never go to the UK if I was EJ. Never. You know what I'm saying? That holy boy says he should go ahead and retire after amnesia fight. I think he will. I think either that or he's going to try to build with Adrian Braun over there. I think Adrian Braun kind of let the cat out the bag because he keep talking about me and the guy from my friend from Nebraska go take over everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh my God, bro. I say they're going to really try to build under Adrian Braun and Terrence Crawford, fading star. One star faded, one star fading, and the other one burned out. It's like how in the hell they gonna build anything over there under those two? That shit don't make sense, bro. But you know what I'm saying, Bud, he gonna ride it out. That's how he wanna go out. That's what's up, man. You know. Bad 24 says sounds like Bud needs kind of edge. He says sound like Bud needs kind of edge. And he said it just don't make no, it don't make no sense, bro. It's like in that car, it's like it's falling apart. You know what I'm saying? It's like real raggedy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just they looking for ring girls, and it's like almost like a last minute cash grab. So it stinks to high heaven, but it'll all come out. If anything, if the Justice Department see anything funny, all that shit gonna come out. You best believe it always do. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's getting $10 million to fight some dude that ain't even worth $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think the nigga worth. I mean, if he could get it, that's fine. I'm just saying, that's a hell of a payday to fight a nobody. hmm What's going on, King Judah? What's going on, King? You there? King Judah. I clicked you in. You in there? See. King Judah. So here, I'll wait till he come in. He said that Mike Rhythm, what's going on, bro? He says, what's up, everybody? Now Crawford internationally. He says, might be killing me, man. He's like, what's up, Pimp Study? What's going on? PGH Big Dog he says facts, man. Stay on Crawford's neck. He said he on some real bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And he up to some bullshit because he just won't be straight up with everybody. You know what I'm saying? The nigga is always quiet with the bullshit. I mean, he just won't go and do the right thing and just sign the contract. There's nothing wrong with that. He's trying to find every excuse in the book. You know what I'm saying? He's just making up shit, and his fans are just following along with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like they ain't got no brain or nothing. Christian G says, "Salute, Pooh. What's up, man?" And that holy boy says, "I've been saying, but wasn't pound for pound number one. How could you be, bro? I mean, he's been slick this far, this long enough, by fighting Sean Porter and Kell Brook, that kind of got him by. But before that, fighting Jose Benavidez and Green Beans, I know that was his mandatory. But when he had a volunteer, he should have fought Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia. That would have solidified him. You know what I'm saying? But this dude dodged all the motherfuckers. That should tell his fan base right there. But now we live in an age where niggas don't care. Only a select few care about, real boxing. You know what I'm saying? Going in a linear path, going after the belts, what I'm saying, and beating ass that way instead of trying to be selective and just fight people you can beat. That's why EJ is so loved. That's what I'm saying. That's why Deontay Wilder is so loved. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like Crawford, what I'm saying, they just sneaky ass, what I'm saying, paper champions in my opinion. Um, I just can't give it to him, bro. I mean, I don't even look at that little janky undisputed. I just look at that shit sideways now. You know what I'm saying? That shit is garbage, bro. Um, Jerome Rose says, if Tank retires, he says after that, he said, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was another topic I wanted to hit. Man, Tank, man, he looked like he tired, bro. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a tired young man. I was listening to him talk the other day, what I'm saying, and he was just saying, how, he was gonna go ahead and fight Devin and Shakur. But I don't know, maybe it's the pressure of and the what I'm saying, just the hardship of the camps. He's starting to run into a little bit of money too. So, once fighters start hitting that money, what I'm saying, once they start hitting them M's, what I'm saying, it changes your lifestyle, what I'm saying? Because now you can do shit that you never done before. And what I'm saying, you don't have all that idle time, what I'm saying? Because now you can fill your time up with things you could do with your money. And, it kind of changes fighters. It changes their perspective. Like, Keith Thurman, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Once he started touching the Mims, you know what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs, it changed him as a fighter. No longer was he the Danny Jacobs that was, you know what I'm saying, good in there and that could upset Peter Quinn, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That money, Tyson, it changes motherfuckers, man. It's just motherfuckers can have access to eating and, look at EJ, what he did when, you know what I'm saying, he had his money. And, you know what I'm saying, it changed. He got back on track. But, man, that money it can bring you down. Like Marvelous Hackler say, man, when it's hard to get up, bro, when you're sleeping to run 10 miles, when you're sleeping in silk sheets, silk sheets. You know what I'm saying? And that shit holds true today. You know what I'm saying? For anybody, if you got $10 million tomorrow, I mean, I bet you within a year, boy, you'd be sorry as hell. Now I know a lot of motherfuckers be like, no, not me, nigga. I be in top shape. I have all the hoes and shit. Shit. Yeah, you get that money right away. Let me see. You couldn't get up, couldn't get up here to King Judah. So let me see. Christian G said, what's going on, Bruce Gas? Boxing, jazz, and more. What's going on, bro? And he says, Christian G says, Bud fought Brook in Vegas. He said Khan in NYC, but somehow EJ fight makes sense. And UK, never any consistent logic with Bud and his fans. Like I said, the nigga up to something, man. You know what I'm saying? He's up to something. He's trying to lure EJ out there. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I don't know what it is, but the UK would be the last place I'd fight Crawford. Be the last place. And you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I just know he up to something. Let's see, what's going on, Trail Stoker? He says, salute pool and chat. Bowley, what's going on, my brother? He says, remember the Mayweather formula. He says, after a certain point in his career, Mayweather said he was retiring, but then would come back and fight guys. I think he retired like 2 or 3 times, didn't he? It was like 3 times. So I know he did 2 times. But he'd be like retiring and he'd fall back and come back. But Mayweather had them brittle ass hands. That motherfucker had to shoot up his hands. He had to shoot them hands up, because his hand was paining him. He says, Trevor Stoker says Dud is a delusional and a hater of Aerosmith Jr. He said, have Dud ever fought in the UK? Yeah, I think, didn't he fight in the UK? Oh, he just went over there to support a friend. When was that Ricky Burns fight? I think that was in the UK. I think that Ricky Burns fight was over there in the UK because they always talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So that holy boy says, I'm not going for that at all. You know what I'm saying? And EJ, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. He's gonna do exactly what Al says. You know what I'm saying? Al's gonna keep him grounded, gonna keep him protected. You know what I'm saying? So them gangsters don't get to him. And Al, he's been around, so he knows what time it is. Yeah, Ricky Burns was in the UK. What's going on, Edgar Chavez? What's going on, my brother? He says, salute, pull, counter, and chat. What's happening, bro? And what's going on, TZ Frank? I be seeing you on Twitter. He says Ricky Burns was in the UK. Yeah. And he didn't knock out Ricky Burns either. It was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? And Ricky Burns ain't no world beater. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Tria Hill says salute. And Trail Stoker says, okay, never saw that fight. Yeah, you got to go check it out. You know what I'm saying? He didn't knock him out. It was a good fight. Ricky Burns putting that pressure on his ass. But Terence Crawford got that athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? He was able to stay away from him and outbox him. So yeah, man. But I hope Tank don't retire, man. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like he just tired of all the ruckus. You know what I'm saying? The fans and stuff. And seemed like he just tired of all dealing with all that shit, man. He just seemed like he's getting real humble. Not that he's been arrogant or nothing, but He just you seen how he was talking like he was talking like almost like he was headed for retirement or something, or he was just tired of the damn demand. What's going on, Schizo Paul? And I don't know. It's just when you see him, he just looked like a sad, like he got a sad soul or some shit. Like what's going on with Tank, man? I mean, I know he got a kid and everything, and what I'm saying, he got a fuller life that he had before. What I'm saying, when he was in Baltimore, but you know, um, shit, what I'm saying, the time is now. He gotta. I mean, he can't. It ain't time to wind down. It's time to turn up. You know, he lose from Mayweather. This would be his first fight. This would be his first fight from up under Mayweather production promotion, and what I'm saying, he don't seem like what I'm saying. I want to see the energy. I want to see the excitement. What I'm saying, for the sport again. Like Andre Smith, but these guys. Now, I mean, I understand that these guys have been fighting since they were children. That's something I understand. They have been fighting since they were kids. You know what I'm saying? So, you can get burned out too. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand that. I do recognize that. Let's see. Inside Square said King Judah said, Tank know he might lose to Devin and Shakur. He never wanted to fight the best. That's what Shakur said. Shakur said, what I'm saying? Well, Tank, he learned how to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's kind of like Canelo. I think that's why he identifies with Canelo so much. I think that's why he identifies with Canelo, because Canelo's doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He's figured out how to get these $1 million paydays and without taking so much risks. And Mayweather pushed him in that direction. You know what I'm saying? He was young and impressionable, and that's what he learned. When you're young like that, it's good to go straight in as a fighter to fight the best. And then on the, what I'm saying, once you established, what I'm saying, the best fights, then I would say, what I'm saying, go ahead and, what I'm saying, start, what I'm saying, strategically picking once you've done your paid your dues and stuff in the sport. But people, they just starting out like that now. I know a lot of people, what I'm saying, feel like Tank has done enough, but no, bro, not if you want to be considered great. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough. Pedraz is not enough. Gamboa is not enough. You know what I'm saying? Leo Santa Cruz, that's not enough, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say they're not good wins, but they're not the best, and we know they're not the best. So that's what it is, bro. We want to see special fighters fight other special fighters. And that's the only way you can become great in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why so many people they become so attached. They become so attached to their favorite fighter that they don't want to see him challenged. You know what I'm saying? In the ring, they so concerned about their reputation. So concerned, your reputation is not gonna. You're not gonna take a loss if you lose to somebody great. If Shakur lose to Tank, his reputation's still good. Because Tank a motherfucker, right? If Devin lose to Tank, his reputation gonna be good. One loss, one loss don't mean you're a bad fighter. That you're not a great fighter. I don't. We understand this. We understand this mentally, and we understand this, but a lot of people still don't. They still don't want their favorite fighter to get out there and prove themselves, and it's fucking up boxing. You know, I see them in my comment section. Y'all y'all dumb as thing. Y'all always saying that Tank. Oh, hold on, let me get that. Oh, y'all dumb as always saying Tank never fought nobody. Hold on, I just got my coffee. So okay, let me get you in here. There you go.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, King Judah?
Man,
Oh,
nothing much, man.
chilling.
I was coming
You know what I'm
on, bro.
saying?
I wanted to know if you heard about what Bud just said about the fight, about trying to fight the UK. He think he'd be better if he fought Errol Spence in the UK.
Let me see.
Hey, you can hear me?
You talking about that UK shit?
Yeah. He's saying that he think that the fight will be better in the UK and the UK fans.
Let me see. Okay, you going in and out. Let me see. You going in and out. Let me see. Let me go out for a second and come back in and see if I can hear you. Let's see. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I was saying that he was telling somebody that he think the fight will do better in the UK, saying that the fans are better and he think they can put all these people in the seats because of he talked about the Tyson Fury, how many people Tyson Fury and Joshua can get in the seats in the UK. But I mean, bro, he's not looking at the fact that they UK fighters. He's not a UK fighter. Errol's not a UK fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think mostly, I told somebody this, bro. I was being petty, but I was being truthful at the same time. Bud want to go to the UK because that's what he always been comfortable around a lot of white people.
Mm-hmm.
And he know that EJ in the States, bro. We know, bro. Most people in the States know who he is now. We don't support the majority of people in the States don't support Terrence Crawford like that. They never did. You can tell by his sales. But outside of that, in America, bro, America, bro, we like the show me country. In America, no matter what your race is, in America, bro, every race respect courage. In America, that's something that Americans have in common. No matter what your race is, we respect people who show courage, and we don't like fearful people in America. We don't. So he know that he lost the American fan base a long time ago. That's why he's trying to tie himself to the UK. Man, them people don't care about you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's trying to change. You know what I'm saying? Because he know he ain't known over here, so he think he's for some reason he want to just go because they stroking his ego. But I also think he wants to. I think he's in with McKinnon, and it's something he got going on with that man.
Yeah, I think I did hear you say that. Yeah, you're right.
There's something going on with that because he seen how Tyson Fury got that 100 mil over there, that smooth little 100 mil. And I think he wants that kind of action going on, and I think he wants to get EJ on board, or you know what I'm saying, they're gonna try to strong arm him or some shit, threaten him or something, you know what I'm saying. But he's trying to get him tied up in that bullshit, and I really do believe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because
I was just about to say the only thing I don't like about this whole situation, but me, I like to try to talk about what's coming versus what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So what I hate about this, so let's say Bud like to put stuff out there to create a narrative to support his next action. I done figured him out, boy. I figured him out, boy. He put what he gonna do out there a little bit because he make that next action. He need to plant that seed so his fan base can take hold to that and support his next decision.
You ain't never hear me tell you they plant seeds.
Right. So what he doing is he telling us, oh yeah, it should be in the UK. It definitely should be there. So the next time he entertain a Spence fight, he gonna say, well, yeah, my only stipulation now is that it has to be in the UK. If he won't fight me in the UK, then there's no fight. And watch how many people gonna say, because if EJ don't want to go to the UK to fight him, that it's EJ fault that the fight not happening.
Well, they're gonna say that anyway.
Right. My whole thing is, if he want to go to UK, man, fuck Bud Crawford. Errol Spence they need to wait him out. He need to fight Jerome Booth Ennis for undisputed, or just go ahead and move up. Right? Nobody got time for your bullshit, and I don't want to see two American fighters go take the biggest fight in boxing to the UK as an American. I don't. I want that right here in America, where I can go to it, because I'm not going to the UK, Paul.
Hell no.
I'm not going to the UK. I want it right here in America where I can go to it.
I ain't lying. Ain't nobody trying to eat no damn milk and scrumpets. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Oh, and in the comments, I was talking about that Tank situation. Well, let me tell you something, bro. Tank, all right, I got more respect for Tank than Bud, right? Let's get that understood. But at the same time, bro,
well, Tank Davis,
Tank Davis, bro, he not too far from Bud, bro. Tank Davis is not thrilled to fight great fighters, bro. You can see it now. He's not thrilled about it. Like you said, the pressure on him right now with everything that's going on in the media with Shakur and Devin saying, look, bro, we want you as soon as possible. and now he finally saying, you know what, I want y'all too. Man, he not thrilled, but you can tell, bro, he don't like, even though I ain't saying he's scared to get in the ring with them, he don't like the idea that, man, you know, I got some elite fighters that won't. It's not gonna be no more of these tomato cans that I'm knocking out playing target practice with because they can't get out the way of my punches. I'm gonna have to get in the ring with people that can dodge my punches and hit me back at any given point. And he's not thrilled about that, bro. That's why he's saying, look, man, I'm probably gonna be giving it up because I feel like I don't feel like he's gonna fight Devin and Shakur. I feel like he's gonna fight Devin or Shakur. And should he lose to whoever he fight first, he's done. He's not gonna fight. He's not gonna fight the other one. Now if he fights Shakur first, beat Shakur, he might fight Devin or vice versa. If he fight Devin first, beat Devin, then he might fight Shakur. But if he loses to either one of them first, he's not fighting the other.
Now, what you think? What you think if he win against Shakur or Devin? You think he'll fight the other one?
Yeah, I do. I do think if he pulled off a win, I think he would take his chances on getting in the ring with the other one. That way he can just say, you know, they was the top three and he won one of the fights. He probably, you know, he's gonna make a lot of money doing it. But one thing he's not gonna do, he is not gonna risk losing to both of them.
Yeah. Let me read this super chat. What's going on, Ultra Man? Thank you for that $2 in the super chat. He says, hey Pool, he said, stop by and say what's up. Love the channel. Oh, no problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? No problem, not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Dallas area, you know what I'm saying? So if you're in the Dallas area, well, that's what's up. Let me see. 2 cent boxer says that shit Bud say about UK makes no sense. He says Bud trying to get a rumble in the jungle, and they said nigga think he Ali. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that, man. I like it. Like I said, you know, he's trying to pull. Either he's trying to pull EJ to a place where he has like no support. You know what I'm saying? He don't want him to see because EJ's a big star in the United States. So he wants to get him out of that element. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to change the environment, you know what I'm saying? So he has the advantage. And you know what I'm saying? And over there in UK he think it's equal. You know, he think it's equal stardom, equal notoriety, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he don't look like the smaller guy. This dude is really mentally, when I start looking at how he move, man, he's really a mental midget, bro. You know what I'm saying? He really is.
Yeah.
You know, because he's trying to, because he think it's on even ground as far as the star power. Because if they go over there, it's like they don't know. They think he think they don't know Errol Spence Jr. like they know him over here in the States. So I could see some. That's some more hate ass shit. That's some more hate ass shit. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Well, I was just about to say that he wrong because Errol Spence went to Sheffield to fight Kia Brook. Them people know Errol Spence, bro. He brought a big fight to the UK. They know Errol Spence.
Yeah, but he's thinking it's probably, you know, he's thinking like since they're foreigners, and he also fought Ricky Burns, it's more of an even type, you know what I'm saying? Atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know, him being in Texas, if they fought in Texas or if they fought in, it's more people know him here than over there. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to be kind of like, you know, he's a star too. You know, even if he looking at it in a, you know what I'm saying, an afflicted way. You know what I'm saying? Even though it don't make sense. But I believe that's what he's after. That's what he's trying to do. Or he's trying to set him up, you know what I'm saying, so he can get pressed out by Daniel Kinahan, you know, get some of his mugs over there because he can't fuck around in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I was EJ, I wouldn't take my ass over there. Not for fear of losing, but for whatever weird shit he got going on.
Man, he might, if he fucking with Kinahan, bro, he'll be in that ring on some Tyson Fury shit. They'll have all kind of shit set up for EJ. Bud will be juiced up and he'll have his gloves loaded.
Well, I think you can halfway expect that if he accept the fight. You know, you can halfway expect that. You know, I would have to have a bottle on that boy, you know what I'm saying, doorstep early in the morning and shit. Ding dong. You know what I'm saying? We come to take your blood, you know what I'm saying? We gotta see what's happening. You know, just like Ryan Garcia. Didn't Ryan Garcia, I think he turned down getting into the VADA program, but I think he agreed, turned around and agreed.
Yeah, he eventually turned around and agreed.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, TZ Frank? What's going on? I be seeing you on Twitter, bro.
Shit, what's going down, Pooh?
Chilling, bro.
So glad this fight about to flop, though, bro. This fight gonna flop, and I'm so glad, bro. I don't think I ever been more happy to know that this fight gonna be an epic fail coming up with Bud. And I just hope that the content creators don't give him no leeway. Put y'all foot on his neck. You know what I'm saying? I need to see a lot of content about how this shit flop.
Shit, if I was EJ, shit. So you feel comfortable, I fight that nigga in Omaha. You know what I'm saying? I fight him in Omaha, but I know they want I think you fell off TZ Frank. I would have it in Omaha, bro. Really. I mean, I think EJ confident, you know what I'm saying? He confident that he gonna beat Bud. So if that's, you know what I'm saying, if that would help make the fight, shit, get that shit done, man. Go beat his ass in Omaha. You know what I'm saying? What you think, TZ?
I think he definitely dealing with Kinahan still. That's probably the whole reason he was over there. He probably meeting with him. Yeah, I'm thinking about that hedge fund shit, man. Because I'm into the stock market, and hedge funds information can be easily looked up. That shit is accessible to the public. You can type in, you can Google the hedge fund name and look up all their assets and all that shit. So if he really had a hedge fund that was offering him that kind of money, he could have easily gave out the name and we could have researched it. But I remember EJ saying it on Twitter. He said that he asked Bud what the hedge fund was, and Bud said, "Let's meet in person." I think the whole reason for that is Bud was probably trying to avoid possibly being recorded saying Kinahan's name on the phone. So he probably wanted to meet in person. I think he's still dealing with that dude, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, come on now. Who got that kind of money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense though to say, because he just said he got back from the UK, but that make a lot of sense what you just said.
Yeah, and Kinahan and Haney is smart saying he don't want nobody else hands into this fight, because if it's in the UK, Kinahan gonna be all over that shit. The judge is gonna be rigged up. They allow their fighters to juice up, and I would not put that past Bud. He'll probably do that shit. He's that spiteful over Spence that I think he would risk going in that fight juiced up. I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh yeah, he gonna fly your boy Conte out there, Victor Conte. He gonna be on that Conte cocktail. That's what he want. That's why he want Errol Spence to come out there. He gonna take that Conte cocktail. He gonna let Kinahan rig the fight up with the refs. He gonna have his gloves loaded like Tyson Fury. That's why he want to be in the UK.
That's you know what I'm saying? And see, and when you start sounding it out, you start seeing all the advantages of being outside the country. That's how Tyson Fury was able to get that non-genome shit that he put in his system, and that's why he ran to England. Besides his daughter, you know what I'm saying? He ran over there so his daddy was telling him, "Don't fight in America." You know why? Because he ain't fixed up. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga wasn't fixed up. So them niggas be juicing their ass off, and they'll allow that shit to beat Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. And so, Terrence Crawford is like that's their hope to beat the PBC. That's their great white hope to beat the PBC. Like Frazier was the great white hope to beat Ali. You know what I'm saying? Ali wasn't always loved, y'all. I'm saying they used to hate his. So it's always been a hatred towards the unapologetic black fighters, right? It was
right.
They didn't start loving Ali until he started losing his faculties.
Well, that's how they do when you black and you great. They love to see vulnerability before they like you. I'm gonna give you another example. Right now, they hate people like Devin, Haney, or Errol Spence. But even if Errol Spence took a loss right now, you would see more love coming from a non-white fan. It's something about seeing a black person vulnerable that allowed them to even acknowledge that you're good at all. Because if you're great and you never lose, they never want to acknowledge how great you are. They need to see some type of vulnerability before they even acknowledge that you was good to begin with.
Well, here's the proof. The proof is when Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao, but yet they still say Manny Pacquiao legacy is better than Floyd Mayweather's.
Right. Now, if Floyd would have took a loss, let's say Floyd would have took a loss right after Manny, they probably would have looked at it more like Floyd and Manny is the best of their generation. They're equally good. But since Floyd never lost, they gonna flat out tell you Manny better.
Oh shit! They hate Floyd so goddamn much, man. They would say he was never good. They would try to strip everything. They hate his ass, bro. They hate him.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something about EJ, bro. Like I was trying to tell somebody, people don't know what EJ represent as far as the black culture in boxing. He's a black fighter that's undefeated. He signed with the PBC, with a major black man over him or in a leadership position. Errol Spence is also unified, going for undisputed. Errol Spence has also come from adversity over and over again to show that he willing to fight the best no matter what the circumstances are. And Errol Spence has also, on top of all of that, bro, Errol Spence represents what they hate, because they usually say black fighters that we run, we slick, we not warriors. But Errol Spence fights toe to toe. He breaks every opponent down. On top of that, they say black fighters are boring, they can't sell. Errol Spence is one of the best selling fighters in boxing, period. On every level, Errol Spence is the black fighter that represents what they fear the most. I'm gonna tell you what, Errol Spence is the closest thing to when Jack Johnson first beat that white dude, first ever time they saw that in history. The way Errol Spence is the second coming of Jack Johnson. That's how they see it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what the real danger. The real danger is Errol Spence Jr. always showing his kids. That's more dangerous than fighting. He's a good fucking father. He's an excellent father. That's more dangerous. The way he have his kids, the way he love on his kids, the way he's always got his kids on his Instagram is showing that he's building a black family. A black man is leading his family. That's the worst. Him and Deontay Wilder, they got to destroy those images. Everything, every piece of masculinity that they're trying to destroy, they don't want no representations that black men lead their families. They don't want that out there. And that's one thing that Errol Spence Jr. represents. He's always got with his kids eating, always taking his kids somewhere. Look at the Floyd debacle, with his family. You see what I'm saying? They like that. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
EJ let it be known too. He's a big supporter of Elijah Muhammad and Khalid Muhammad, and they definitely don't like that either.
Right. Anything that shows the building of the black man having a successful, nuclear family, that's the key to our success. And see, through social media and everybody's being socially engineered with all these, people getting paid to say bullshit, on the internet, they're trying to destroy our image. And, but they can't destroy our image if they got the champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, holding it down. He always got his baby, picking her up and showing her to the world, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, those are strong father figures. They always coming after them.
Yep. What else too with Errol Spence? Like when you brought up the father thing, Errol Spence always let the people know, it was my daddy that got me into boxing. His daddy always did every fight in every corner. If you notice in sports, when you're a black man, they hate when your daddy is present. They'll rather it be your mom. If you don't have a daddy at all and your mama was that strong figure, they gonna push you to the world because they love to show that, look at this single mother. A black man was nowhere to be found. But see, when your daddy is black and you a black man, they don't want nothing to do with you. That's another. I'm telling you, but that's why it's another reason why they hated Kyrie before Kyrie started talking, because Kyrie came on the scene with his daddy.
Yeah.
And see, Crawford, he kind of represents that. That American kid that come from a single parent household. He got those hating traits. He got that crab in the barrel type attitude, where he want to pull everybody down, selfish, I'm not saying like, on a personal side, but as a businessman, because I don't know nothing about how, I think he's a great father too, from what I understand, I don't know nothing about his personal life, but, but that's how they look at Crawford. He's the one who could beat EJ and stop his rise, they want to cut him off from winning undisputed. That'll be a huge accolade. They're already downplaying Jamel. You see, they downplaying his damn undisputed. Y'all see that shit already. He should be celebrated right now. Him, Devin, Haney, everybody that achieved that. That's hard to do, and it's just amazing that they try to ignore that shit. When it comes to Charlo, they're very vicious in the way they report on him. The hell, somebody getting it in this morning, ain't they? Tearing up the damn bed. God damn. Trevor Stoker says, I'm gonna check it out. He says for free on the internet. He says I'm not paying for this. No, ain't nobody paying for that shit. King Judah says, Tank Showcase fights have been exposed. Fans want him to fight the best and never what he wanted. Never what he wanted. No, Shakur Stevenson said he told him that he wanted to fight bums. You know what I'm saying? You know how Shakur is. Mm,
Yeah,
you know,
I had brought that up too because somebody I was arguing with somebody. It was like, well, we wasn't there. Shakur can be lying, bro. I'm a good judge of character. You know what type of dude Shakur is? I picked him out. Shakur the type of dude that if he respect you and you ain't never did him nothing, you can tell Shakur the most embarrassing secrets about yourself, and he not gonna say nothing at all. He gonna take that shit to the grave until you cross him. Then he gonna tell everything. That's the type of dude he is. So just imagine how long he knew Tank told him he was fighting Bones. Just imagine how many times Shakur heard people say Tank only fight Bones, but Shakur never said nothing. But it wasn't until they was beefing that Shakur let everything out.
yeah, that this generation they're a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never think like that. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm mad and I know something, you know what I'm saying? I would never tell like what I'm saying on some bullshit. I mean, I'd rather whip your ass or something like that, or
What
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 I'm saying?
I kind of feel we coming from, but I feel where you coming from too. Everybody built different, but I'm built like
Yeah,
that too. Bro, it's like if I respect you, bro, you my boy, or we cool. Like I know they probably wasn't boys, but they supposed to be, I guess, cordial with each other. Now
right.
you done told me some shit like that, man. Look, bro, I'm just trying to fight fun. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna tell nobody, bro. But see, when you try to turn around and tell the world that I'm a bitch after you told me what you told me, I'm gonna tell the world what you told me. How you gonna
Right.
try to turn around and play me like I'm bitch made, and you just told me you only want to take easy fights? That's
Not
my
that.
point. That's my point.
Oh yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point now. Yeah, I mean that's for sure. And you could tell Shakur he's one of those folks like that. He probably would have never said nothing if Tank wasn't fronting on him like that. Um,
Yeah.
Trevor Stoker says he says JV exactly. He said the bag is here, and the D. He says if Dud was really that great, he said come to Errol hometown and make that hoe quiet. You know what I'm saying? Shh. He said if he really if he really that guy, he ain't that guy, bro. You might well forget that shit. You know what I'm saying? You might as well forget that shit. Let's see. He says Bud got a fight the same day Pacquiao got one. Pacquiao still fighting and shit.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Let me see. JV says Devin went across the world and took a pay cut. He says makes Bud current endeavors look silly. I mean, but he don't care about that shit. He don't care about that, bro. I mean, this dude is embarrassing. Even Clarissa Shields, the shit she doing, bro. I mean, sometimes I see that girl. I have some pride to see her fight the way she fight, bro. It's just, I'm talking about, man. I mean, just the courage that she got. You know what I'm saying? Going in on her own mustard, bro, and winning undisputed. What, 3 times now? God damn.
That's how a fighter move. They got supreme
I
confidence
mean,
in
that's
themselves.
incredible, bro. And then we got this old pussy punk ass nigga over here. You know what I'm saying? All he care about is hustling and shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't standing for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That
Hey, you know what? People talk about the Olympics, bro, about how they don't matter, bro. The Olympics matter. Like one thing I can say is, just because you don't win gold, don't mean you're not good. Because I saw a lot of our fighters got cheated, so I'm not expecting you to win gold. But from what I understand, Bud never even made it to the Olympics, bro. That means something. They tell you something about his overall skill and why, as a pro, he don't want to fight the top fighters.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
got
because he
beat by
didn't he didn't make
he
it
got
in
beat
the
by
Olympic
Uga.
trials. He got sent home. He got beat by Ugas. He got beat by Danny Garcia, and he got beat by Ray Robinson. And
Yeah,
so he
that
did.
tell you something, bro. I'm telling you, bro. To me, that tell me something. Like I said, I'm not expecting you to place gold or even silver. But what I know about my knowledge of boxing is that making it to the Olympics and being in the Olympics, that puts you in a certain caliber amongst other fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Trevor Stokes says,
he didn't avenge
he
none
said
of
all
those
my favorite
losses in the
fighters
pros.
except Floyd and Errol have losses. He says Ali, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, and if Errol lose, I'm still rocking with him. He says that O is overrated. Yeah, you know, I can barely hear you, bro. Let me see. Do I need to go out again? Come back in. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I was gonna. Let me see. Say something.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had got a phone call a while ago.
Yeah, I think it's still probably going in and
Earlier,
out because
you
you
probably
ain't
didn't hear me. It's still going.
TZ Frank. Okay, can you? I hear you.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying while that the way
Hmm.
Christian move, that's how fighter move. They got same confidence in themselves. The way Crawford moving, he don't move like he can't. He know he can't beat Spence.
Here, let me go in and out. Let me see. I'm gonna go in and out and see if I can hear you.
Shit, it might be my shit. Hey, bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear now. So that probably with my internet. I hear you clear.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was.
So what you
Man,
were saying, bro?
how you feel? Now I was saying about Carissa Shields, what you were saying about her. That's how a fighter move. They got supreme confidence in themselves. She don't believe. She truly believes nobody can fuck with her. And I mean, as you can see how Crawford moved, he don't believe that. Because if he thought he could really beat Spence, he would have been on beat his ass. But man, you can clearly see that dude ain't about that, man. That boy, he using EJ name, getting clout off of him. That's why he ain't mentioned Avocado, Avanition, whatever his name is, in none of his interviews. So even when they do ask him about Avanition, the end of the sentence or the end of the damn discussion still end
Y'all
up being
hear him
about
good.
Spence.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is, bro.
So yeah, I was gonna ask y'all too, what y'all thought about Bomac not being in the corner for this fight.
Oh, I knew that. Hey, I knew that was coming, bro. We had been talking about that from Bomac was never. He was never essential to Bud's success. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that he's not in his corner, bro. Like I believe that Bud. Now, one thing for everything that I don't like about Bud, one thing I do notice about him that I do respect is that once Bud called you his friend, he mean it. I see that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even if you dead weight and you not bringing nothing to him, if he got love for you, you gonna be there on side of him. He not gonna discard you. He not gonna discard you just because you're not bringing nothing to the table. Once he say you his friend, I believe he mean it. So
I mean,
that's why
it could be because Keyshawn fighting the same night. So where's that card being held for the Keyshawn that top rank card?
Oh, I have no clue. I know Tiafimo fighting, so it might be in New York because I know a lot of times they like to put their main card in their home state, right? I know a lot of times they do that. So I'm just guessing.
So he gonna be in New York or whatever, and then Bud will be in Omaha. So it might be a reason why he can't, be in two places at once.
Yeah, don't quote me though. I gotta look it up and find out exactly where it's at. I'm just guessing that it's in New York.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because Tiafimo from New York and he on the card too.
I don't know what's going on with my internet today. Can you hear me, King?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I don't know what's up with it. It's like shit just won't stay stable. Okay, so JV says 2023 is going to be a very revealing year in boxing. Said these boxers can't hide anymore. Yeah, that's true. This is that holy boy says he said it's wild out here. He says I always want to emasculate black men. Shit, that's what this whole system is developed to do. You know what I'm saying? Andre Smith says facts, and Jerome Rose says Bob Arum said Bud has a signed contract. So he has a signed contract with McKinney. I think Bob Aaron said he did. So that was his promoter or whatever at one point in time, or he was speaking for him or something like that. He said, well, Kinahan as his advisor on Fred's show. And I don't even know why he went that way, man. That dude is just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Since Lee Rogers says I said we would have beat the best, yeah, retire. Huh? So we would have beat the best, yeah, retire.
You talking about Tank would have beat the best?
Jerome Rose has also said Kinahan had Bud sue him. Yeah. He says that Holy Boy says, yep, that's one of the reasons he pushed Bud. What'd you say, bro? I mean, I'm sorry, this thing, my internet is a little bad or something.
No, I was responding to that,
Say that again,
comment.
TZ.
I was responding to that comment you just read about he would have beat the best. Who he talking about? Yeah, I heard you good.
Like one of them damn days. Say, keep it trio says, yes, sir.
Oh, that's what. Can you hear me now? I mean, you hear me good?
Okay, is this? Oh, okay. I don't know. It's my internet. I think it's on my end, bro. I done came in and out about 5 times. He said, keeping the trio says, yes, sir. He said, that's why they hate Lamar. That's what. Yeah, it's coming in choppy. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes it do that. I think where I'm at, the internet's kind of bad.
It's a bad delay.
I think it's kind of bad. It's kind of weak. But I'm not picking up enough shit from my phone. You know what I'm saying? It's too low for my phone to switch it over to my phone. Let's see. Keeping the trio says, yes, sir. That's why they hate Lamar Ball. They hate great black dads. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, he's done a tremendous job with his kids. He says that Holy Boy says his mama, aunties, cousin, all of them be front and center at all fights. Nothing but a bunch of hyenas. I'm not. Hey, I ain't going after this fam. You know what I'm saying? Bud equal. He said Bud equal Herschel Walker, Jerome Rose. You crazy, bro. He said Greeks with fire. He says Shakur's a fucking liar. Hey, what's going on inside the L? He says salute Pool County. What's going on, my brother? And Greeks with fire says we got Shakur on video line and attacking Dante Boxing Nation. And let's see, 2 Cent Boxing says, why Shakur a liar? And he says Pat fighting exhibition. What'd you say?
You know what's funny though, bro? It's funny that people could slip in and call Shakur a liar, right? But yet these same people will probably tell you that Bud is not a liar. They believe everything Terrence Crawford say. And I just heard Tank Davis, right, talking to Blue Blood face to face on FaceTime. Look Blue Blood in his face on FaceTime and told him that Devin Haney never got the best of him. When everybody that was involved, they told us that Devin Haney made him quit. He looked right in Blue Blood face and said Devin Haney never got the best of him. But you saying he not a lying motherfucker? So that wasn't a lie. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand people, bro. I don't understand how people can't stay balanced, bro. Okay, it's all right if you like a certain fighter, Mo, but how the hell you skip over what they do to judge somebody else for doing the same shit? Dude, I never heard Shakur lie. The only thing I heard Shakur say when he talking about is when Shakur said he got hurt by Valdez in that fight that he had. Then he turned around and said he never got hurt, right? So if you call, okay, it is what it is, man. He lied. He said he got hurt and then he didn't. But I don't know what he lied about. For all we know, he never got hurt by Valdez. But in that interview, it sounds good to bring it up for a good story. You see what I'm saying? To do that too. To say that shit could get made for a good story. Yeah, I got hurt by Valdez. Nobody knew it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, but my whole point is that lie is nowhere big as the lie that Gervonta Davis told us when he told us that Devin Haney never got to beat him. When Floyd Mayweather Sr. said he beat the fuck out.
Well, it's all pride. You know what I'm saying? You expect. It's all pride-based shit. You know what I'm saying? You would expect a fighter to lie about something like that. That's not a biggie. You know what I'm saying? Because fighters gonna lie like that. I mean, you're gonna expect that, bro. That's something that's just gonna happen.
But before. My whole thing is this here, all right? All I can do is compare him to who he being compared to. Because when they asked Devin Haney about their sparring session, Devin Haney never denied that Tank hurt him. Never. Not one time that Devin Haney or Bill Haney ever denied that Tank hurt him. So you can't just, it ain't just the fact that fighters got pride. Some people more honest than others. Because Devin Haney admit that I made him quit in one fight. In one fight, he hurt me. In one sparring session, he hurt me. They never denied that Tank hurt him. But Tank is denying that Devin Haney got the best of him when we all know better.
Well, I mean, I look at it this way. You know what I'm saying? You whoever beat who or whoever ran out of who, this is a whole nother category when you meeting years later and both of you done had experience and you both done gotten better. So no matter who beat who, I mean, the shit didn't count. You know what I'm saying? None of it counted, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about, the little off fight that they had on the side. They were both younger. You know what I'm saying? They both, so we're looking at another dimension here now that they're older, now that they gotten better, they face more competition. So, that stuff really don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if I was saying this earlier, I was saying even if Shakur beats Tank or Tank beats Shakur, that's just one fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just one fight. You know what I'm saying? They still got to fight, each other. I would like to see them fight 2 times. I would like to see a rematch clause and see 2 fights, in each. And then you can kind of see, how it plays out. I don't like this one fight shitting out. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can win in one fight. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you have enough confidence, to run it back. Like Ali and Frazier, like like Mayweather did. If the fight was too close, he'll run it back. Like he did with Madonna and many others he did.
Yeah, so all right, I agree with that. They do need to fight more than once, you know what I'm saying? But another thing is too about that point I was making about them saying Shakur lying. Well, okay, if you just don't want to take his word for it, use your deductive reasoning. Because deductive reasoning shows me that Tank never took big fights, that he always fight the same type of fighter. Flat-footed and easy to hit. Another thing is Devin Haney said that Tank never wanted the best fights. Devin Haney said he know that from being around the camp, saying that, hey man, if you know you don't want to take the best fight, you might as well sign back to Mayweather. What's the point of leaving if you're not gonna fight the best anyway? So that means Devin Haney knew something too. Then on top of all of that, Gervonta Tank Davis came out his own mouth and said, I never asked Floyd for those big fights. So don't just take Shakur Stevenson word for it. Use your deductive reasoning to see that Shakur Stevenson was telling the truth.
Yeah, well, maybe he don't want to take the big fights, but we'll see now that he's free from Mayweather. I know Devin Haney, like you said that Tank don't want to fight no big fights, but we're gonna see now. After he fight Ryan Garcia, there won't be no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So now he got 2 fights to get better, to stay active, and hopefully he don't get hurt or nothing like that and postpone, any fights that he can make with Shakur or Devin. But like I believe like you believe, I believe he'll retire after he fight one of those guys or both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Because the pressure is tremendous, man. I don't know. It's something about Lomachenko, something about the big fights. Tank don't, I don't know if he just didn't have the confidence back then to fight Lomachenko. I believe he would have beat Lomachenko. But that confidence thing plays a big role. So you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that you can win. To beat a Lomachenko. He can definitely sense, so a boxer can sense when you're not confident about yourself. And I think Lomachenko is a very psychological fighter. Because he likes to apply a lot of pressure. He likes to kind of smile and smirk at you and do little shit in the ring, like he's a matador and play with your mind and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And if you find any weakness, like how you say, mental weakness, or if you making a mistake in the ring, Lomachenko gonna figure that out quick. Like so he's the type of fighter. If you got a mistake and you can't make no adjustments, Lomachenko gonna exploit your mistakes. As soon as he see you making them, it don't take Lomachenko long to realize what you fucking up on. He gonna exploit it. And another thing is like Upper Echelon was saying, bro, you were talking about why Tank don't like the big fight. It could because Upper Echelon always said, these fighters, they got a inflated ego. So they never been beat. And you look at somebody like Tank who knocked everybody out, he feel like he's unstoppable. Shit, he called himself a gorilla. He probably one of the people like upset, bro. If he do take that loss and he realize he's not invincible, he might not bounce back from that. He might know that. He might know he might not bounce back if somebody bring him back down to reality and humble him. Some fighters can't be humble. Some like Muhammad Ali, a ass whooping wasn't gonna humble Muhammad Ali. Not even knocking him out. You could have knocked him out cold. In the very next fight, he gonna be the same Muhammad Ali he always was.
You know what I'm saying? But Ali, he really, he really believed in himself, but he didn't take himself too seriously. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't. I said two cents what I do. Adrian Smith, Andre Smith says that was deep, my man. And Set a Tone says he said my favorite fighter is Terry Norris. So he took losses but fought everyone that called him out. Win or loss, win or lose. He would when he fought Jackson, I was scared like a motherfucker. Yeah, that was a good ass fight too. That was a good ass fight. And Terry Norris was beating his ass too. He just lingered in one spot too long and pow. Well, it was just one punch. Pow. He laid on that rope a little bit too. His back touched that rope and Julian Jackson could hit and took him out.
Hey, do they have any good fights on that Tiafimo card besides the Tiafimo fight?
Let me see who was on that card. Yeah, that's the top ranked card. Yeah, they got everybody on there. Keyshawn Davis, they got Tiger on that mug and shit. They got Jared Anderson on there. They got they got everybody on there, bro. I mean, they pulling out everybody.
Oh yeah, we was talking about it. Bob Petty. Bob made sure that fight was gonna be on the same night Bud was fighting, and he put everybody he could on it. Bob Petty, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, that fight set tone. That shit was Terry Norris. I used to hate that motherfucker. He beat up Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? He made Sugar Ray Leonard look stupid. That motherfucker fast. That motherfucker was super fast, man. Just super hand speed. And he made Sugar Ray sit his ass down.
Sugar Ray was old. He was old at that point because that's before my time. I don't even know about that one, boy. Sugar Ray was old when he beat him.
Well, Sugar Ray was about 34, I think. I think he was about 34. But because the wars he went in, you know how every fighter have a different expiration date, you know what I'm saying, to depend on the wear and tear on their ass and stuff. And Julian Jackson was just Terry Norris was just a damn buzzsaw, man. It looked like Sugar Ray was moving in quicksand, and Terry Norris had them hands just like Sugar Ray, man. He just made him look old. You know what I'm saying? So he looked old, bro. But Terry Norris was a motherfucker, bro. He was a bad motherfucker, man. That dude that fought everybody, like he say. He fought everybody, didn't dodge nobody. Win, lose, get knocked out, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Terry Norris was a quintessential warrior in there. You could tell by the end of his career because he was, you could tell the wear and tear, through them wars he had, in the ring, took a toll on him. You see, PGH picked up. Yeah, he fought like Vidrick Taylor. So he fought the best, man. He fought the best. PGH Big Dog says, Bomac know that a Euro bomb. He says no that's a Euro bomb. He says Bud don't need a corner for that bum, right? I just wish David Avenesian, find some strength to whip his ass, bro, to destroy him. You know what I'm saying? That would be like the funniest shit. It'll be better than when Ruiz knocked out AJ. Boy, that was one of the happiest times, bro. I was lit.
Hey, I think he was surprised by Andrew Ruiz's hand speed because I think that surprised everybody. You don't expect somebody that fat to be moving like that, but their hand speed.
But most people who follow boxing knew that Andy Ruiz big thing was his hand speed. Everybody knew that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I was like, that's the one thing I was hoping that they didn't. Huh? So you going in and out, King. Setatone says, I appreciate all the hood brothers on the panel. He said, thanks, for feeding us the information. He said, thanks, good brothers. Oh, no problem, bro. He says, film study says, if Shakur clout chasing, if if Shakur clout chasing, taking a page out of Bud's book, and I think Shakur want to smoke though. He ain't like Bud. I think Shakur fight though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he might be trying to get a little free promotion, like Greg Hackett. They say that's how motherfucking shit is done today. You put somebody's name in your mouth, and you know what I'm saying. You move forward. Free publicity, and the news people gonna cover it. So that's the way to get it out there. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Bill 20 Bear 24 said TZ need to go back and come back in. I'm thinking, yeah, I couldn't hear him, bro. It was like choppy. It says TZ Frank is the one that had the bad phone call. So go back out, come back in. And Grease for Fire says Crawfish a fucking duck. He says Shakur's a fucking liar and Haney ain't shit. Boy, they love they Tank. Boy, Tank can't do no wrong.
Hey, let me tell you something. When everything fall apart and they see Tank for who he is, they gonna be talking just like Tank was in that interview, man. I'm just done, man. I'm done. They gonna have that same energy when they see him go down.
Mm-mm. Let's see. Jay Wash folks, salute pool. I see you out there, bro. Film study say he said sounds like Shakur clout chasing dude was hanging around at 130 while his peers were at 135. I think Shakur came up from 126, didn't he? And YK Mel says Devin Haney never beat the shit out of nobody in the ring, and you want me to go against logic? He said I think he beat the shit out of Tank. He said Greeks with five. He says no. He says nigga, no one believes that shit. Ain't it say? He says that nigga doesn't have. You mute yourself because I got an echo. He says that nigga have a chin. He said, okay, that nigga doesn't have a chin or power. He said you can force people to like Haney. It's that simple.
But you hear the logic when people talking against real niggas, you know they hating because the logic don't add up. This dude would say you can't believe Devin Haney because he don't have power or a chin. What they got to do with his honesty?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with his honesty. You know what I'm saying? People, but people like who they like. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to push people off their square. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these fighters, people they like power. You know what I'm saying? Some people like the sweet science. I just tend to like both of them, because I know how. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like both too. But my whole point is, I always argue facts. Like that's why I don't get into the emotional debate. Like I'm not trying to get them to like Devin more than they like Tank. You like who you like. I only argue the facts with you. The facts of the matter is, multiple people have seen or heard Tank say that he don't want to fight the bitch. That's all I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Bully says Top Ring always has a boxing card on the Heisman night. Okay. It says Andrew Smith says that card is 100, but he said the card's lit. He says 100, but looking. Let's see. Film said this is laughing my ass off. So he was fighting at 126. Shakur smoke and mirrors too, y'all. I don't know, man. The kid got some good skills. I don't know. I don't understand why all this. Everybody, I can't believe it. It's like everybody don't believe in Shakur. All I see him doing is just moving up the ranks.
Hey, notice that before Shakur moved up to 135, all the hate was geared towards Haney because Haney was the biggest threat to possibly get in there and beat Tank. But now since Shakur moved to 135, all that venom is going towards Shakur now. Look at how fragile Tank fans is. But they say they fight is the best. But every time a legitimate threat mention his name, y'all go crazy. Y'all go crazy. Like I'm a big Errol Spence fan. Jerron Ennis, every chance he get, he bring up how he gonna beat Spence. Does that make me throw venom at Jerron Ennis because he a good fighter that want to beat my favorite fighter? No. And you know why? The main reason is because I got enough faith in my favorite fighter that I know for a fact he can beat Jerron Ennis too. That's the difference.
So YK Mail said, he says Tank didn't say he wouldn't fight the best. He said he never asked for any fighter in particular. He said, why would the A side call out anybody? You know what I'm saying? And Game Time in Peace says Devin ain't never been knocked out. How he don't have no chin? What's going on, Zach B? I see you out there. He said, and you can tell when people are hating on Tank. Everything everything good that I said about Tank, he says, followed up with the word but. You know what they say, when everything before you say but don't mean shit. This is Satatone says y'all keep saying Haney don't have a chin, but who dropped him? He said, I mean, he got stunned by the same fighter who dropped Lomachenko, but do Loma have a weak chin? Man, stop.
That's facts. That's facts.
What's going on up? What happened? What had happened? Let me drop another link.
Hey, but you know what though, Paul? That make a lot of sense. People say that, oh, he ain't got a chin. He brought up a real good point. I put that in my video. Devin Haney don't have a chin, but he got stunned by the same dude that dropped Lomachenko. But y'all never say Lomachenko don't have a chin. Then on top of that, if you gonna say getting stunned means you don't have a chin, Floyd Mayweather got stunned by Madonna, Pacquiao, and Shane Mosley. But whoever says Floyd don't have a chin?
Right. What's going on up?
Salute.
How you feeling this morning? You all right?
Yeah, give me like 2 minutes. I'm getting my shit together real quick.
Mm-hmm. So, film study said dude shining up. He said, dude shoe shining motherfuckers at 126 and 130. Doesn't that sound like Bud? Boy, they people crazy, boy. He said, film study said, I don't even fuck with Tank like that. Shakur is moving the same way Bud moving at 130. Where he at top rank? What you expect? They don't have the fighters like that. You know what I'm saying? Over there. Bully said, I hate to bust the Shakur bubble, but they are moving Shakur behind his contemporaries. Said he's just now moving to 130. That's by design, so he doesn't take the riskier fights, in my opinion. Well, in my opinion, none of them really, had a good, because at 135, it's starting to stack up now. Like on the back end, now that they've went through Jorge Linares and Javier Fortuna's up out of there, the Jojo Diaz's, those are kind of like mediocre fighters. They're like, you never had like no great motherfuckers at 135, right? So, you didn't have like, Duran back in them days when shit was stacked up with just regular motherfuckers that was tough and could fight. So, they've all kind of had a lackluster type of career, you know what I'm saying, at 135, because unless they facing each other, they really haven't faced nobody. That's the way I see it. All them other guys, you know what I'm saying, they were just, held up by the business of boxing. The reason why they didn't meet, they need each other to make each other great. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying, you got to fight the best to be the best. That's all.
Well, I tell you one thing: the 140 and the 135 division starting to open up, and there's a lot of 135s people don't even know. Like, you got De Los Santos that just came and beat El Rayo. You got Abdullah Mason that beat him. You got Michelle Rivera. You got Frank Martin. You got all these different boxers that people don't really get the light shined on. You got Kid
Austin.
Yeah, Kid Austin. Like, it's plenty of damn thumpers down there. It's just that people ain't, if you ain't a hardcore boxer, you don't know because they ain't got the type of promotion. Like, a lot of people don't even know who Regis Prograis is until he won this championship right here. A lot of casuals don't know that he was on Bud ass, and Bud got the hell up out of there. And Shakur was trying to be a multi-division champion. That's why. Shakur was trying to win belts at everyone like Floyd did. That's why he was moving the way he was. He was trying to be undisputed at 130, but
Bob wasn't going for it.
nah, his body wouldn't go for it. That damn age come up on you quick. Like Shakur older than Dev, and Shakur still 5'8". It's hard to make 130 at 5'8", bro.
Well, Bob told him there wasn't no money at 130 with them other dudes,
Nah, he didn't give a fuck. Jay Prince said they was going for undisputed, but Shakur couldn't make that weight. Shakur did everything he could. Even Robbins Kasasi, I had the damn. Remember, he didn't make the weight either. He had to get in that damn thing and lose that extra pound. 130. People got to realize 130, man. I ain't weighed 130 since I was in middle school, dog. Like 130, that's a small weight. I was struggling at 147 and 154. And now that I'm 6'3", I definitely could never make that shit. Only reason I made it then because I was around 5'7", 5'8". But now, I never make that shit. I'm 6'3".
Yeah, that lightweight division too, bro. It's a lot of shit about to get shook up when Frank Martin fight Rivera. Because I got Frank Martin in that fight. But whoever win that fight, if they turn themselves into a major player in the lightweight division. Them top dudes can no longer say they nobody. You know what I'm saying? Once they fight each other.
And Devin leaving after this fight. Because Devin having problems making that weight too.
Yeah.
That's why he has to stay in the gym. But Devin is good, but with the if Blu-ray don't get Devin no punching power, his 140 reign ain't gonna be long. Cause he got people like Barbosa up there, you got Regis Prograis up there, you got motherfuckers that can box and crack. You got Antonio Russell. Antoine Russell. He licking his chops waiting for Devin to come up.
Mm-hmm.
And like Floyd say, it's some fighters you just can't box. You gotta fight. Like it's some fighters that just sitting back hitting with them damn shits you can't do because they just gonna make the fight happen regardless.
Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Dev, saying he probably gonna try to go after T.O.
Yeah, I just hope he actually go with Blu-ray because I know Bill Haney brought it up. I hope they just decide to actually do that because you know what I'm saying. From what I seen out of in his boxing world, Blu-ray when he say he can pack muscle and power onto a fighter, I seen that from my own eyes. So I hope they do go Blu-ray.
Yeah, I mean, T.O. he been talking a lot of shit. Regis, y'all heard that little back and forth with him and Regis.
Man, T.O. about to lose to Sando Martin.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Y'all think so?
Yeah.
Sando Martin is a hell of a fighter, bro.
And that motherfucker can box, bro. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker can box his ass off. So, I mean, he don't have a lot of power and shit like that, but he don't either. He can box.
You see what T.O. looked like when his last 140? I don't think T.O. power carried up there. Unless he done got stronger since that last fight.
Hey, he don't want to see Prograis anyway. That's all cap, bro. Because from what I seen, how Loma put hands on him, how Cambosis touched him, Regis Prograis will stop T.O.
Yeah, he was talking about something like he was ready for the morgue. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Regis somebody he hurt T.O. He told me he ready for the morgue. I said, this dude crazy as hell, man. He loved talking shit.
If that was the case, he'd have ran back with Cambosis.
Mm-hmm. He finna do that.
Like, why they say you still ain't running back with Cambosis? Like, come on, bro. That shit make you look like you scared of that damn boy.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Regis beat the shit out of T.O.
Yeah, Cambosis showed him something. And I don't understand how, because Cambosis really don't hit that damn hard, but I guess it's the right shot on the right person.
Well, I think he caught him at the right time because he had his old lady was leaving him and all kind of shit was going on and they were drinking and
hey, me personally, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I hear a lot of the people how people feel about Cambosis, bro, but I don't feel like he a trash fighter. Right here, a lot of people saying, "Oh, Kambosos is trash. He got lucky." I don't see Kambosos as a trash fighter. I don't see him as elite.
Trash. I just say he ain't got no power. I see Mickey Baker come off a 3-year layoff.
Yeah. I'm just saying a lot of people do think he trash. The dude not trash, bro. Like I say, he got in that ring with T.O. I don't care about the excuses, bro. He beat that dude in a 12-round fight. He didn't get lucky. It wasn't no early stoppage. It wasn't no flash KO. He sat in that ring and he won that fight. You know what I'm saying? So he got my respect as a decent fighter, bro. I'm not gonna take that from Kambosos.
No, I don't think it's a
Buster Douglas moment.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody could see T.O. what his mental wasn't together. Once he won them belts and shit, that shit went to his head. Shit went straight to his head.
Mickey Baker came off 2.5 years of not fighting. And I really felt like he won that Kambosos fight. Really?
Yeah, that was a close one. Yeah, that was a close fight. That's why they picked him, because he's coming off a 3-year layoff anyway.
And just think if Mickey Baker would have had a fight in between that.
They wouldn't have fought him.
Exactly.
They would not have fought him.
Kambosos. Like, you cherry picked Mickey Baker off for 3 years.
Let me see. Film study says Top Rank better stop playing with my career. She says Shakur said that meanwhile he stayed signed with Top Rank, laughing my ass off. And Zach B says salute Pool, my favorite tank hater, King Judah.
Salute. You know what I mean? I'm always on the job. Always on the job.
So they done dub you the tank hater. It says KY Mail says Haney said that he gonna fight Shakur for everything later on. He said what is everything cause you? Let me see. What is everything cause you ain't gonna be undisputed at 140? Sounds to me like Shakur and Devin ain't never trying to fight, but Shakur is open to smoke.
I think they talking about at the end of their career when it's just them the last two standing. That's what they're gonna do. And they feel like after they knock all their contemporaries out the way, and it's just like it was supposed to be Earl and Bud. Everybody else was gone out the way. Danny, all the motherfuckers was gone. Keith done failed to Manny Pacquiao. Ugas beat Pacquiao. Ugas failed to Spence. Everybody was gone. It was just them two left. And then Bud chicken shitted out. But, that's what I think Devin was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I think too. They both got height on them, bro. I see both of their careers ending up at 147. That's what they're gonna end up fighting.
Because she's 5'8".
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
He's the same height as Bud.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You know what I'm saying? Because Shakur gonna catch up fast. He a big boy. But I don't know how Dev would do that shit. We talking about 140. He definitely gonna be fucked up at 147. Let me see. JV say
Paulie Malignaggi.
That's crazy. Nah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey,
being
honest, bro.
Man, that's crazy, man. JV say
you can't keep a nigga up off of you, boy. But I'm just hoping that Devin power is because he's weight trained. That's what I'm hoping. Because if he ain't got power, because if his power don't translate, he gonna have a rough career. Because you just can't box everybody.
So JV said Tank is who is a circus show, and he can fight if he give a few good fights on his way out. He said I'm cool with that. And Bowler says he said the names are moving to 140. Because if Tank beat Ryan Garcia, he'll still be on that list. You know what I'm saying? To fight. You know what I'm saying? From his little classmates that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a fight Shakur will probably be looking for. Tim Steady said Top Rank has the best matchups. He said, laughing my ass off. He said that dude is smoking mirrors. He said he just now moved to 135 when 135 is dying down. Bud did the same shit moving up to 140.
But Shakur still want the smoke though. He asking for everybody though, bro. Don't act like Shakur went to 135 and ain't asking for nobody. Because Shakur was asking for Tank since he was at one damn 26. He said he'd come up and fight Tank. But Shakur said he'd fight Gary Russell.
Hey, I want to ask y'all a question, man. Fast forward into the future. So let's say Frank Martin wins this fight against Rivera. Who y'all see next? Because I don't think it's not going to be Tank. It might not be Shakur. Do y'all think Cruz, Isaac Cruz, will give him that fight, or do you think he'll duck Frank Martin too?
I think Cruz will duck him. But I would tell him to go for Isaac Cruz or El Rayo or Edwin De Los Santos. I'd tell him to take one of them. Or I'd tell him to see if he can get that Rolly Romero fight or that Chris Coleman.
I think Isaac Cruz will fight Frank Martin because Frank Martin come forward on you and shit. He don't want to fight Devin Haney and Shakur motherfuckers.
But I don't
box.
see why people got so much, why they play so much shit on Isaac Cruz. He done got his ass whooped.
Well, I don't think it's placing, but I'm just thinking.
Man, standpoint for Frank Martin, the best fight for him.
Well, I think Frank Martin don't have no belt. He ain't got nothing right now. If he did duck him, it'll probably be because of that. It'll be probably because he's not a name.
First fights for Frank Martin, skill wise, that'll boost his legacy, that'll boost him up to be a better champion. I would have him go against De Los Santos or Abdullah Mason. That's if you trying to move him to get the skills that he need to become a great champion.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go against De Los Santos before Abdullah Mason because Abdullah Mason is a goddamn monster. He the one that beat De Los Santos. Abdullah Mason been calling out Devin. And Dev act like he don't hear him. But Abdullah Mason, but if I was Frank, I wouldn't go against Kid Austin or Tank or none of them yet. I'd probably get 2 more fights in, get 2 more strong fights in, then I either go for Kid Austin, Tank, or Dev. We're gonna stay back away from Shakur for a minute.
Who is Dev mandatories?
Tank. Ryan Garcia was one. And Isaac Cruz supposed to be fighting for it. Well, I think he might have got it.
Really?
So did y'all? Go ahead. I was about to say, did y'all hear that Devin Haney and Lomachenko already begun negotiations?
I thought they did that.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard
I heard it. I just wanted y'all to verify it for me because shit. I hope this shit. I wanted to have.
I heard it about a week ago.
Yeah, it's been like a minute.
I heard that shit about a week ago.
But I wonder why y'all think Bill kicking up all his dust when he already got a fight with Lomachenko?
I'm gonna tell you why. And we just gonna keep it all the way 100. Bill and them know they got promotion. They know they got a name and everything. But no matter what you say, no matter what you do, Tank is still the bag at 147 down. Anything under 147, Tank is the bag. You can say what the fuck you want to say. You can try to deny it. And see, Bill and them, they got all the belts. And they feel like, damn, we did shit the right way. But this nigga still got all the damn clout. Just like Canelo, just like Earl, just like Deontay. When you got the juice, you got the juice. And people gonna call you out when you have the juice. And Bill and them feel if they can get Tank in the ring and beat him, then the people that used to like Tank will have a chance to like Devin. So then it'd be like the passing of the torch. That's why Tank sat there and said, I'm not about to let them promote themselves off of me. Because, look, anybody that fights Tank is a big star, even if they lose. Look at Cruz. Eastside Cruz got beat with one fucking hand. That nigga was a damn star now. Look at Rolly Romero. He got knocked out. Now, motherfuckers trying to offer him big-ass fights now. You feel me? Look at
Gamboa got beat by Tank. Then everybody wanted to fight Gamboa. Like, hell, Gamboa got so many checks. Man, like, Gamboa, this motherfucker get paid to get knocked the fuck out. Like, shit. And Gamboa getting over 100K a check. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
who you know that's getting all these damn assignments? He getting job assignment after job assignment. You feel me? Like, you know, fucking with Tank, it means you're somebody. You know, and people want to follow behind the big dog because first, if you fight the people fight that Tank fight, that gives you comparison. You feel me? That gives you comparison value. And especially if you're doing better than what Tank do, then it's then you can probably get people who want to talk the fight up. Like, yeah, what if he fight Tank and shit like it's all about trying to get Tank in the ring so you can get Tank's fame. Because Tank can sell out damn near anywhere. Just like Earl can sell out damn near anywhere. And when you can do that, it's not too many people doing that in boxing. Especially nowadays with this COVID and shit.
Mm-hmm.
People can sell out. And people want that. You got to. And Devin and Bill, they envious of that. They want that with a passion. And I don't blame them. Like, yeah, they got all the belts. Of course, you want the notoriety to go with it. That's why Devin even admits that Tank's still the A side. But you got to realize Devin and Bill have pride. Don't you think they want to be the A side?
No, pretty sure.
Everybody wants to be the A side, bro. Don't nobody want to defer to the next person. Especially when you got all the damn belts. Like, damn, this nigga ain't even got the belts. He ain't trying to get the belts. And motherfuckers still saying he's the man to beat in the division. They not talking about beating the undisputed champion Devin. They talking about Tank is the man to beat. That's like a smack in the motherfucking face, if you want to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Nah, it ain't weird, really, because hell, when damn Canelo was in the damn middleweight division, when Triple G had the belts and Danny Jacobs and all them, Canelo was still the fight everybody wanted.
Yeah, the cash cow.
Exactly.
It's a cash cow. So so Game Time MP says he said I rock with Dale because he don't have all the extra going. He said Shakur with takeoff stuff. Tank got cases and court dates, and he says Devin handling business in all aspects of boxing.
See, look at Wilder. You got Andy Ruiz. He has a chance to go for the title shots and everything, right? But you see, he wants to fight Wilder. He said, fuck all that shit. You know why? Because he know Wilder's wears that damn motherfucker, the Bolite So Cool. And when I say the Bolite So Cool, that's where the cheese and fatty meets. We call it the Bolite So Cool.
It's that guap.
My word for it is called Bolite So Cool. That's where the cheese and the fatty meets. Makes it a quiche. The Bolite So Cool. Cheese and fatty comes together. And I ain't talking Italian in that fucking spaghetti. You feel me? Bars.
Boy, he must be smoking some good shit over there.
Damn right.
You must be smoking some good shit over there, for real, for real. Bowler says Shakur would most likely not be fighting any man any non-top rank 135ers. He says maybe he fights Tank.
Bob Arum makes Tank versus anybody. Anybody in top rank, if Tank say he'll fight anybody in top rank, Bob Arum will jump to make that fucking fight. Bob Arum was trying to make that Loma fight. Bob Arum will give Tank anybody. Because Bob Arum knows that's a fucking money fight. Bob Arum already know what type of time Tank on. And Bob Arum will jump at a damn chance to be a part of that. That's why him and Loma was pressing Tank so damn hard.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Loma went on a tank hunting campaign.
Okay, film study say Shakur weight bully And JV said, "Who beat Shakur?" He says, "Anyone that has a style similar to Andre Ward or an awkward fighter." He
No.
comes he comes back and says, "Someone said that Tio next opponent is a really good chance of beating him." And
About to lose this weekend, y'all. Mark my word. If y'all see the damn line, and y'all, if the margin is pretty big, throw your big 50 piece or 100 piece on it. You know, you can't lose. You know, Sando Martin, he made people rich against that Mikey Garcia. He was 1,700. He was minus 1,700.
yeah, Tio, man, I don't think he recovered, man. I think he's still
Matter of fact, let me.
mentally weak.
I'm gonna check out the line while we right here. I'm about to pull up my bet and shit. I'm about to pull up MGM Grand and see what the fucking the spread is on this TO fight.
All right, let me get to some more of the comments. It says Don Jenkins, the Gotcha Game. He says, "Hey, Pool." He said, "I think Tio looking like his father, a damn drunk." And what's going on, Twin Nine? He says Devin might grow into some power. We got to see. He says, Philson says, "Dude, he fought at 126." And what's going on, Tetch? I see you out there, my brother. I'm working my way down. He says, "Salute, Pool Counter. Salute to you, my brother." And Bola says De Los Santos might be next for Riviera Martin Winter. Well, I was surprised to hear Jamal saying he want the winner of not Jose David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. That was a big Jamal trying to get up there. Hopefully he's not clout chasing and he want to get that done. Says Windy City Assassin says Frank Martin Rivera fighting for a Mando shot. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. Game Time MP says, "Man, I just watched some Hector Garcia highlights, and that fight's gonna end super early." Yeah, that's like
That's like I told you. I told you, boy. He don't never keep his hands up.
hmm And I what was I was oh yeah, y'all seen the dude I posted on one of my shorts, the dude that's fighting Ennis Boots Ennis. And shit, that dude looks like trash, bro. That dude looks like trash, bro. Boots his name Karen Shakar or something like that. That Shinkar or some shit like that. Man, Boots is gonna fucking destroy this dude. He gonna punish the shit out that guy.
Yeah, Boo's not about to lose to a nigga named Karen, bro. Nah, not today.
Bro.
Hey, y'all know what's crazy, right? They young black talent that they got over that top rank. All of them boys is 5,000 minus 5,000. You got Shushu against Juan Tapai. He's negative 5,000. The dude plus 1,100. Then you got damn Jahai Tucker. He negative 5,000. Then you got Jared Anderson. He negative 5,000. But guess what? Keyshawn Davis only minus 2,800, and the dude's plus 1,000. Xander Zayas is minus 30. Word, they got everybody fighting.
They trying to bury that goddamn Crawford shit.
Yeah, but guess what? Teofimo Lopez is minus 800. Sandor Martin is a plus 420. And Terrence Crawford is a minus 1,600. David Avenesian is a plus 725. Wow. Hell, if Sandor Martin pops Teofimo Lopez, you put 100 on there, you win 420 plus your 100. And if you was to say like you take Sandor Martin, Xander Zayas, and take the favorites, the Jared Anderson, Jahai Tucker, and Shushu, that's making it 15,000 right there. But they give you like 2 points. And say like Josh Warrington beats Alberto Lopez, that 5 pick right there, right? If you put 100 on there, that'll bring you back a stack. That 5 pick right there. I had to look up Tyrone McKenna. Where do I know that name from? What happened to Tyrone McKenna his last? I remember him.
Tyrone McKenna.
He's fighting Liam Taylor. If Tyrone McKenna, I think he's the one that used to be a UFC fighter. I'm not sure. If so, that's about to be a 6 pick, and he about to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So shoe fighting too.
Yep.
Yep, Shoo. Jahad Tucker.
Yep. Shoot on it.
Oh, but I told you, Bob Aaron, where he pitted, where he let the dogs go. When he found out Terrence Crawford was he
Look,
found
got
out when
Tia Fimo, got Tia Fee. I just told you, look, this is the top ranked card right here. This is top ranked card against Terrence Crawford's card. Hold on. This is top ranked card right here. Hold on. Top rank. You got, and this is the early fight. This is the one that starts at early. This is the undercard. You got Felix Cash versus Celso Neves. Graham McCormick versus y'all don't know these people. Fuck that. Hold on. This is when the big fights start. You got Liam Taylor versus Tyrone McKenna. You got Josh Warrington versus Luis Alberto Lopez. You got Michael Conlon versus Kareem Gouffetti. Michael Conlon, who was he supposed to fight? When he supposed to fight with the Charlos or somebody?
Who that? What you said? Who that? You said
Michael Conlon.
Michael Conlon. I know him. Isn't he a British fighter?
Yeah.
Michael Conlon. He's a British fighter, isn't he?
Yep. You got Nelson Steven versus James Ballard. You got Christine Justiano versus Gabrielle Holloway. You got Shushu versus Juan Tapia. You got Delonte Johnson versus Mike Ohan. You got Jahad Tucker versus Yvonne Pendrick. You got Jared Anderson versus Jerry Faust. You got Keyshawn Davis versus Juan Carlos Burgos. You got Xander Zayas versus Alexis Salazar.
Xander Zayas, man. They got everybody in that month.
Yeah, you got Arnold Kigi versus Eduardo Baez. That's going to be a tough fight because one of them is minus 138, the other was plus 105, so that's a pick'em fight. Then you got Teofimo Loco Lopez versus Sandor Martin. All that right there is the top ranked card. Bob Arum ain't shit. He said Terrence Crawford ain't getting a dime.
He's gonna be back like 12 people in that motherfucker.
Man, Terrence Crawford ain't getting a dime fucking with Bob Arum.
It'd be like, yeah, I mean, only people gonna be there is his family.
They might not even be there.
Be like, shit, we got shit to do. Like, fuck all that.
Hell yeah, Ja Rule and them here, boy. You know, we got Ja Rule and Ashante up in here. You ain't got time for this.
Let's see, Game Time MP says, man, I just watched some. Oh yeah, I just read that.
Oh wow, Jackson State going against North Carolina Central in the Fenway Bowl.
Hold on, Ted. She says no one can beat Shakur. He said not even Shakur himself. And Greek Fire says Russell will end Haney at 140. And he says Shakur as well will be finished by Russell Bucket. And Bowley says everything isn't about money for Top Rank. He says Loma is legitimizing Top Rank fighters in wins or losses. XTO and Jermaine Ortiz, Devin Haney, etc. He said there's a lot of casuals that respect Loma's name. Yeah, that's true. That is true. What's going on, Bodywork Boxing in the building? And so y'all subscribe to my man. Let's see what's going on. And Film Study says hands down. He says hands down, man down. And B Dog says Top Rank got to stop putting on these lopsided cards. He said I remember a couple of months ago. He says Richard Torres almost killed the guy. Yeah, I watched a few of his fights. And tell you the 2020 Olympic team is here. They all them brought their ass on in.
Well, he got their asses all on that motherfucker too.
like Trill Hill say. He says, are the Bud apologists going to agree with him that the fight should be in the UK? Probably. If he said the fight was going to be in hell, they'd be right there and shit with ice water and shit. Don Jenkins, the Gotcha Gamer, says, he said, y'all see they made Arrow #1 on BoxRec, and that motherfucker been #1. We don't need no BoxRec for that Gotcha game. We don't need that. Nigga already #1 and undisputed in my bag. So Bola says, B Dog, he said, I just had the same conversation with my dad last night. He said the specific fight too. He said they grabbed that guy from the bar in Mexico. He said Torres slaughtered him. This is Bodywork Boxing says that sounds like they trying to launder some bread over there. He said Bud is off his rocker. Yep, Tiger Johnson fighting too. Windy City Assassin. That sounds like some of that kung fu shit right there, but I like that name too. Windy
I didn't
City
see
Assassin.
Tiger Johnson on there, bro.
I thought they said Tyson Deontay was fighting too.
I said I didn't see Tiger Johnson on there.
Yeah, I said I thought he was fighting on there for sure.
Yeah, he was, but there's a couple fights that fell through.
Oh, said V Dog says Colin is Irish. He said I think he's the dude Lee Woods knocked out the ring not too long ago. Damn.
Yeah. I wonder why Brian Norman ain't on none of these cards. You know, he just signed with Top Rank. I'm ready to see that dude fight, bro. You know, it didn't work out with him at BLK Prime. I just feel like he one of the people. He been sitting on the shelf. And it's not even his fault right now. You know.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, you can't do shit about that. You see your boy, I think your boy Rashid, he's fighting. He's fighting on that Showtime card, right? Rashid fighting on that Showtime card with Boots and them.
Anyway, fighting somebody called Paul Butler.
Yeah.
Anyway, fighting Paul Butler.
Paul Butler.
Fighting somebody we never heard of.
Yeah, he minus 5,000, so
it's
not gonna be a hard fight.
Yeah, they found that nigga washing cars and shit. I said B Dog says
working in a geisha house.
He said Bola said yeah. I mean B Dog said Bola yeah. I think Torres was like negative 20,000 said for that fight. Dude should have never been in there. And Joey Jazz says Canelo is the face and pump back the sport. I mean, if you got to go to other channels that don't believe that shit to say that shit, it ain't true. This is always going to dog walk Haney. It's like, why do these dudes like doing this kind of dumbass shit? This is JV says facts pool. It says, man, somebody get that nigga up out of here, man. Zach B says Bud has climbed into bed with the devil. He says now he has to pay off the debt. He said he wants to juice up for the fight. Either way, no. And Bola says Brian Norman is on the FA card next month. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had read somewhere where he was at FA, man. He just kind of disappeared, didn't he?
Yeah, I can't wait to see Brian Norman, though, man. Like I said, bro, all I heard was good things about that dude sparring. I seen one of his fights.
FA, I think I was talking about FA Titch. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like disappeared off the goddamn face of the earth, man. Didn't he, after he took that loss to Frank Sanchez? It's like, then he got knocked down too, didn't he? Sure did.
Now, FA job and fought again. I mean, you know, after he lost to Frank Sanchez, they was both in Tyson Fury's his camp. Remember, because they were giving Tyson Fury the mitts.
I guess I don't really watch Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying, I don't watch Tyson.
Nah,
you watch
FA? Remember, it was FA and Jabba and Jared Anderson was in Tyson Fury's training camp for Dan Wilder. Jabba knocked the nigga out in the second round in August 27th. Somebody named
When did
Jose.
he fight? When did he fight Frank Sanchez? When did he fight that fight?
October the 9th, 2021.
October the 9th.
It was for the WBC Continental America and the WBO, NBO heavyweight titles. Yeah, but he just knocked out. He just knocked out Josef Darmos in the second round.
Yeah, I saw my FA pitch.
FA Jabba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last fight was in August, and he just knocked the dude out. But I said he lost to Frank Sanchez in October.
No, I heard you. I was just telling Tetch. He was asking me who we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. He says, Bola says, Winning Cities. I think that guy fight with those special gloves. So it's a lot of cheating going on right now, man. That's why when Crawford come to the table, man, I want him to be checked out, man. I want that nigga to be valid. You know what I'm saying? I want him over there fucking with that USADA bullshit.
That nigga juicy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why he was dragging the shit out too. Because that nigga's traps and everything big as shit right now. I'm just being honest.
Oh, you wasn't on here earlier. We was talking about Bud just say he came from the UK, and now he talking about something he think the Errol Spence fight should take place in the UK. Man, we think he went out there to holler at Kennedy. You know, he want that fight out there so he can juice, have the judges in his pocket and everything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for some reason he's trying to lure it. He's trying to get away from that battle shit.
Why he keep trying to seal the damn fight somewhere? Look, they got the fight where they want the fight. Damn. Like, of course he gonna want to go out there so that motherfucker can juice up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I think dealing with Kinahan, bro, they fight in the UK. I just believe Kinahan got the kind of pull in the in the UK. He can have all that shit rigged, bro. Refs, everything else, and judges.
Yep, I think so too, man. For some reason, he's trying to lure him out the country. But like I said, it could be his ego too. He want them to be on equal, ground. He feel like they love him as equally, with
They not
Spence
gonna
over
pay
there.
as much in the UK than they will in Vegas. I don't give a fuck what you say. You might sell more tickets over there, but they not gonna pay the price that the motherfuckers are paying in America and Vegas. I don't give a fuck what you say. Vegas is where the money at. Unless you do that shit in Abu Dhabi, where them Saudis is, but shit, then you gonna miss most of the American fan base.
Yeah.
They like damn 10, 12 hours ahead of us.
Yep, I mentioned the same thing. I said, who wants to go over there and be all fucked up and shit and have to adjust and shit to the time zone and all that crap?
Bud trying to get a check, and plus, look, Bud done made some promises to Kennedy, bro.
What are those? What kind of promises?
Promises, because if you notice, you see he keeps trying to outsource this fight.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps trying to outsource this fight. Kinahan can damn launder hundreds of millions of dollars off this fight right here. This is the biggest fight in the last few years. I mean, the last decade. Probably the biggest fight in the last 20, 30 years if you talk about the implications of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. You know what I'm saying?
What I was saying is, like, this is one of the biggest fights. And over there, they can't really garner and see how much you're making off this fight. Because it's all sorts of revenues that the money coming in, like international money, their pay-per-view, Skyview, all that different shit right there. And see, if Kinahan can get a fight like that, Kinahan can clean up so much motherfucking money. It'd be unheard of. It is worth the risk. That's why Bud probably get about 50, 60 million just off getting him to fight. And see, that's what Bud's trying to do. But He don't realize EJ's done with the games. EJ's not fighting nobody else at 147 unless it's Bud. That's why he ain't announcing the Thurman fight or nothing. He's waiting to after this fight with Bud right here. And if Bud not gonna do this shit, Earl Spence is moving up and he's not worrying about it. That's what's going on right now.
So you don't think you're gonna fight Thurman? You think
Nah,
you're gonna
he's
get?
not fighting Thurman.
So you think
it hurts Earl too much to make that 147, bro.
So the WBC they're gonna strip him, and he must be just gonna move up then.
They ain't gonna have enough time to strip him. You know he has to make the fight by a certain date.
Right.
If him and Bud make the fight, they're not gonna stop the unification. You know that overrides everything, Pool. You know that Undisputed overrides that shit.
Right, but I mean, like you say, that fight fell through. So didn't that open up?
Okay,
EJ?
Bud fights this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
After this fight, Spence is gonna let him know, look, we ain't got time for this bullshit. Ain't no time for playing. The contract is the same. You accept it all or you don't. If not, I'm moving up. I ain't got time to keep playing with you.
But you know what? Bud might throw another wrench in it because you heard him just say he wanted in the UK now. And the type of person Bud is, he'll bring that. Yeah.
That's why I said Spence ain't about to go through all this shit. Look, Spence done made up in his mind. If Bud don't want to do this shit, he's over it. He's not about to keep playing with Bud. Bud the one that needs to fight down because everybody's on Bud ass. Bud looking like a laughing stock. And when the shit shows this weekend on how his fight does, he gonna come back to Spence with his tail tucked. Because that means the boxing public done spoke. If everybody speaks this weekend and let Bud know how we felt about his decisions, about what he did with the biggest fight in history, well, in most of our history, then that's going to let him know. And that's going to let him know where he stands Hall of Fame. And that's going to mean, look, either you going to fight or get the fuck out of our face. We don't want to be bothered with you, period.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we have to do as a people. We have to make that statement. If we don't, then we justify all this bullshit that he doing.
That's how I feel too as fans, bro. Like as fans, don't put up with the bullshit. Don't buy these dudes' fights. Just you know what I'm saying? Man, like you got to show these people what we want to see and what we don't want to see.
If not, they're gonna keep force feeding us what the fuck they want to give us.
Well, Bowley says he said Bud is fighting Josh Taylor next if he beats David Avenesian. He said don't overthink it. And says
Josh Taylor holding that belt until they vacate the WBO, and once they vacate the WBO, he moving up.
Mm-hmm. Edward Chavez said Bud bugging for saying Bud bugging for saying UK. You know, he always on some off-brand shit, bro.
And Bowley, I tell you one thing, he can make a fight for Josh Taylor, but it won't be in fruition because they're gonna take that belt from him before he do it, because his mandatory is due in May, and his mandatory is gonna be Jerron Ennis.
And you know Bob
go for that fight.
And you know Bob ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't with that that UK shit that he doing. He ain't with that Dane Kinahan shit anyway.
He can't go to the UK now. He used to could, but now that he's cooperating, he can't go over there right now.
You mean that he's an old ass snitch?
Yes, as old as he was, like Black Fight fans say, cooperating. Yeah, he cooperated.
That nigga snitching. That's what he doing. That nigga said this shit bigger than me. Goddamn it! You know what I'm saying? All this shit. I'm put cases on all you niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Remember the last fight that was over there? Remember Bob couldn't even go to the Devin fight. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Bob ain't left the United States since the Kinahan shit. And he had plenty of fights that took place outside of the United States. But you see, Bob Harum ain't doing that shit now.
But you know what? They're not talking about what the hell happened because Tyson Fury can't come over to this motherfucker.
Everybody that was with MTK Global or had anything to do with Kinahan is under investigation, and they consider terrorists, or they got terrorist threat levels. So that's why they keeping them where they at.
So Tesh says he says Saudi Arabia makes sense too. He said they paying Christian uh, Ronaldo like 400+ million to play over there. Damn.
Yeah, it makes sense, but like Al Heyman said, he don't want nobody touching this fight. Like Bud ain't did shit to to produce this fight. Only thing he did was get a belt. But he's sitting out here trying to market and sell the fight like he did all the goddamn work. Like, nigga, that's just like a nigga, boy.
Hey,
Nigga don't help you.
Hey, nigga put $5 in the damn shit. That nigga want all the say and shit. You know, he put $5 in the pot on the weed or whatever. That nigga want everything. That nigga want
Like,
5 joints.
Earl done went out here and did all the big fights, all the winning, collected all the belts. Now Bud acting like this a 50. Like, nigga, I helped you do all this. Like, nigga, you ain't did shit. Only thing you did was hold on to that one belt that you got. Like, nigga, anybody could have did that shit. Like, hell, I could do this with anybody besides you. Like, shit.
So everybody wants some single gin. They cups out, but they didn't chip in.
Like, yeah, look. Like, yeah, it's the biggest fight because I made it the biggest fight. And because you made it off my name. But if you see you don't sell, I do. So why do I even need you, bro? Like, me versus anybody for Undisputed will be a great fight. I made Ugas a star. And Ugas, didn't nobody know who Ugas was? That was off my star power. So how the hell you trying to negotiate with me? I'll tell you this. I still got a bigger fight than you. It's called Canelo. And I go up there and get that eventually. But what I'm trying to do, I'm going to give you one chance to make this motherfucking money. You'll never make this type of money in your life again. And I'm not about to play games with you. We're going to make this fight. Either you in or you ain't. We're not going through all this negotiations. It is what it is. You done ducked out last time. I ain't got time to play with you. You got a week to sign it. If not, by the time my boy Frank Martin's fight comes, if you ain't got your decision, I'm moving on without you, and I'm going up. And Fundora, step up.
Man, this shit about to be over with, bro. Listen, Bud, we all know what's coming next, bro. Bud gonna either retire or, like somebody said, he gonna look for an easier fight. But that's Spence shit. That's over with. But after a while, you know, when Spence move up, he not thinking about Bud no more. Bud not even gonna be able to really use his name no more. You know what I'm saying? So Bud on his way out. Gervonta Tank Davis just told us, man, look, I got a few fights left and I'm leaving. See all that diva shit? All that diva shit, I fight who I want, and I ain't gotta fight nobody good. That shit about to be over with, I'm telling you.
But guess what? Bud, see, Tank can do that right now, because you feel me? Tank sells. Tank is like Canelo a little bit. You know, he can pick and choose, even though it ain't right. He can pick and choose. Bud,
I think you went out. Up. He says, Bola says, keep an eye on Charlo appearing on camera with Joan Guzman. Says, don't rule out Spence versus Charlo in the future. Said maybe 2024. And let's see, Edgar Chavez says they're not going to talk about it when they are involved with the wrong side. Of course not. That shit don't make no sense. And Christian G says, for clarity, once Boots beat Karen to become interim, okay, I had to read that again. Once Boots beats Karen to become interim IBF champion, will he still be number one in the WBO rankings?
Because see, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, my bad, I got cut off. Somebody called me, but people don't realize Tank. I hate to say it, but he done got the Canelo treatment. Like, once you a star, you can move like one. See, Bud moves like a star, but he don't have the star power. And see, that's his problem. He mad because he don't have that star power. He don't have that diva-licious. But see, Tank's saying all that, but Tank also said he's gonna fight at 147. He also said he'll fight Bud. I think Tank will beat Bud.
So is Boots #1 in the WBO right now?
Soon as they finish mandating this fight, as soon as they're going to a purse bid December 12th. Because Stevensons and Virgil didn't agree to the thing, so now it's going to a purse bid.
Okay.
Stevensons didn't agree with what Golden Boy was offering him, so now they're going to a purse bid. Him and Virgil Ortiz.
He said Jonah Guzman is coaching Charlo on the side. You must be talking about Jamal. Jamal.
Yeah, ain't nobody touching Jamel.
How y'all feel about that Jamal Charlo and Andrade? They talking about fighting. How y'all feel about that?
Man, that's what he need. That shit need to happen.
I think something will happen. I don't think Jamal gonna do that.
He need that. I don't know why he overlooking. That's his rival right there. Shit, I don't know why he overlooking.
I don't know, man. The way Jamal been moving lately, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
He need that fight for his legacy, bro. You know what I'm saying? To help push him to the next level.
See, they both need that fight because see, if he beat Boo Boo, the winner of that go against the winner of Benavidez and Plant, and then they forced to get a Canelo fight. But Canelo can't say shit because they done cleared out. They done cleared it out.
Wait a minute. He said Mel. He said Joan Guzman is training Mel.
No.
I said hell no. That can't be right. So you know Charlo is based in Houston and Guzman trains. I gotta check that out, bro. I don't know about that.
Nah, Derek James trains Charlo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's news to me. And B Dog say, he said Jamal, he said he helped coach them for the Castano rematch. Huh. That's the first I heard of that. You?
I ain't never heard of that. Even when I went down to the gym, it was Jamel down there when I went down there. He was down there with James.
I don't know where you get that information from. That'd be new to the world right there. Christian G says, but with an interim IBF title, remove Boots from the WBO rankings. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. No, you could still be.
I tell you what,
you could still be ranked in other sanctioning bodies. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what.
Boots, he says Tesh says Boots only #1 in the IBF.
He's gonna be at WBO because Virgil Ortiz is WBA mandate. He's gonna have a mandatory fight.
He's fighting Stanionis, right?
Yeah,
for the WBA
regular champion.
For the WBA, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that moves him out. Yeah, that takes him out to WBO.
Yeah.
And see, Christian.
If Charlo is training Guzman, then that's good because then Earl can get a chance at 154 undisputed. If we ain't got the same coach, let's get it. That's a fight for both of us to get that bread. And that's a bigger fight than Terrence Crawford. Can you imagine Earl Spence and Jamel Charlo for undisputed?
Man, that would be stupid, bro. That'd be off the chain.
Better than Crawford fight.
That'd be off the chain, bro.
That's better than Crawford. That's what we need to push for right there. Because Tyson said, if you my friend, then fight me. You feel me? Help me get that bag. Jamel just got a $10 million bag. Him versus Earl at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Both of them Texans. That's 100,000 damn crowd right there, bro. Judy, what you think? Charlo and Spence at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium for undisputed.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy, bro. Because like you said, they both Texans, but they gonna bring out the whole South. They're gonna bring out the South period, bro. Louisiana coming.
They can't get the damn tickets.
Yeah. I just don't believe he gonna do it though. Me personally, I believe Jamel was serious about not fighting Spence. What I think about to happen, bro, if Jamal don't fight Boo Boo like you said, I think Jamal about to call it quits. And I think Jamel gonna move up. And he just gonna, he gonna take on all the people that his brother didn't want to take on.
But you know what Earl said? He said if it makes sense financially, then he'll do it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Jamel, he just got his biggest check, $10 million, right? Now, Jamel and Earl spar full speed all the time. If Earl sit down here with Jamel and be like, look, bro, we both get 30 mil for this fight, at least.
What up, Knockout 86 TV? What's going on? Y'all know Knockout 86 TV. Y'all subscribe to Knockout. We drop the link because you know he must be heard. We talking about Tank over here.
Listen to what I'm saying, Judah. He just got his biggest paycheck of 10 mil, right? It ain't like it'll hurt Jamel's record because he ain't undefeated. You feel me? Plus, he's talking about moving up anyway. Earl Spence versus Jamel Charlo. Jamel get a guaranteed 25 million. That's 2.5 times more than he's ever got. Plus the back end. You telling me Jamel ain't gonna take that? Like win or lose, we still homies. Win or lose, we still us.
Right, I feel you, bro. Like all that make a lot of sense. I was just saying, like, you know, from the mental aspect of it, the way he said it, bro. He said like he one of them people that really can't get up to fight his homeboy. You know what I mean? Like he feel like it sounds like in his mind he know I'm not gonna be able to swing on Hero like I would on a stranger. That's what I feel.
They do it when they in full speed training.
I got you. Like it makes sense money wise. Yeah, that make a lot of sense, bro. But I like to see the team dominate, even outside the money part. Like I like to see him move up, start taking belts at the other weight class, and Errol Spence take over 154. I just like to see the team moving and dominate.
Yeah, but you know, I always want to see the team eat as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's no other fight for Charlo that's that big. And losing to Spence ain't a knock on your record. I mean, look.
Man, he ain't fighting Spence, bro. He ain't gonna do that, bro. That ain't gonna happen.
Bruh, it'll happen. I mean, if you training with another coach, then that opens the door. I mean, shit.
If that's true, if he's training with a coach, another coach, I don't know if he'll fight
ain't gonna
Spence.
be no pump. He ain't gonna be no pump. If you put that motherfucking check in front of him, you put that thing, he gonna sign the fight. It's something that we be doing all the time. Only thing we doing now is doing it televised. You about to get a fat ass check to do what me and you do thousands of times already. Why not?
I don't think that's a fair fight for Charlo because Derrick James built Charlo. So you would have Derrick James basically picking Charlo apart the whole fight because he knows everything about Charlo. You know what I mean? I don't think that would be a fair fight for Charlo.
That too, bro. And I actually think that's a risky fight for Spence because you're moving up to Charlo weight class, and Charlo is a heavy hitter. And like you said,
guess what? They go full speed. No, they go full speed. Charlo said ain't nobody ever hit him as hard as Spence. See, what people fail to realize, because like I said,
yeah, but that's with 16-ounce gloves and headgear too, bro.
But they spar with 12. They got headgear, but they used 12-ounce gloves when I was there. But Charlo and Spence was bigger than Charlo though. This is at the time. See, people don't realize Spence kills himself to make that 147. Spence and Charlo is smaller than Spence when they in their regular sizes. Because when I was down there, Spence was a little bit thicker than Charlo. And I seen them sparring, and bro, you can hear the thuds. Like you can hear the thuds off of them. You feel what I'm saying? And like they had
you had watched them?
Yeah, we watched a little bit down there. We was down there chilling. I got to meet Yellow Beezy and shit. This was a while ago though, you know. But they also was using these, it look like Under Armour, like it's like a shirt, but it's not a shirt. But it's got like little pads on like the stomach and the rear parts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
for football, they do that. I know what you're talking about. I think quarterback.
Yeah. Charlo was wearing one of them, and Spence had one, but Charlo's was a little thicker. But I was sitting there like, God damn, that's Spence, because Spence was about like 168, 170, and Charlo was about 165. But man, I was sitting there looking at them third shots, and they both was going. It was like they was going body to body, like they was trying to kill each other body. And I'm telling you, Charlo went down to one knee on one time. I said, damn. He said, boy, you got it, boy, you got it. But they was in there going hard too. And I mean, they was going like they had foot to foot, toe to toe. And they was in that motherfucker throwing. They was in there throwing like they wasn't trying to dodge or evade each other. They were just in there and they were working the bodies to each other. And I was like, damn. Motherfuckers wouldn't let
I
me
got
record
Spence
that.
in that fight
Huh?
for sure.
Come up
I
between
got Spence
Mel
in that
if
fight,
they
but like I
fought.
said,
Charlo kept it real. He said he only got Spence like maybe about 5 times. And he said Spence had something on his mind. But he said, yeah, y'all seen the interview when Charlo was like, can't no Southpaw beat him. And he was like, shit, I do. And he was like, well, I wasn't talking about you,
yeah,
man. You know.
yeah, I seen
But see,
that.
that's why I'm ready to hear it see Spence get to 154 because the shit that we see at 147, like Spence has more energy when he's heavier. Like Spence, you see the way Jamal Charlo floated with Castano?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way he was against Sir Marcus Brown. Spence, you know how they say Spence be sparring a light heavyweight, right?
Right.
Yeah, I seen him put Marcus Brown down. That's my good word. He put Sir Marcus Brown down.
Yeah.
Body shot.
He sparred Caleb Plant, a lot of them.
Yeah, but Sir Marcus Brown is the one that they talk about. He be sparring, and he be floating like Jamil Charlo. Like Spence has good footwork. People just ain't seen the best side of him, and Spence got enough power to put Marcus Brown down. And they didn't have them the body shirts on; they just had headgear. And Spence was able to put that man down. They was sparring 4-minute rounds. They was doing 4-minute rounds, and like the fourth one, Sir Marcus Brown came down, and they came. They gave it a minute break and went back in there. But everybody was in that motherfucker sparring though, bro.
Yeah, Master Khalid. We were talking about that UKK shit. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be another stipulation Bud Crawford's going to put up, you know what I'm saying, as an obstacle. You know what I'm saying? Now he wants the damn fight in the UK. He wants talking about London and shit. Yeah, I heard that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, I mean, that shit is lame as
I just
fuck,
told you what's
man.
gonna happen, bro. That's why he ain't announced the Thurman fight. Look, Spence done got to the point where if he don't get welterweight, that's fine. He's just gonna be a multi-division champ. He gonna get undisputed before he quits. But if Bud don't want to do it, he not gonna waste no more time at 147.
Mm-hmm.
He going straight to 154 and get started up there. That's what's about to happen. And Bud just gonna miss out on the biggest payday of his life. Period. And then he got to deal with the fact that everybody gonna call him a duck. And then when he try to come to 154 and make that fight, Spence ain't gonna make it because he don't need you now. Nigga, I was trying to fight you for a belt. You're not about to get no paycheck for free now. Fuck you, dog. If he don't
So,
give Spence a chance to make undisputed, Spence is never gonna fight that man. They can call Spence a duck and all that shit right there, but Spence will never ever revisit that fight again if it don't happen.
let me see. Brandon House said, yeah, he says, Joan Guzman been training Mel Charlo since second Castano fight. He said he like his backup trainer, Derek, cool with it. Huh.
I guess because Derek be training. I mean, you know, once you teach a motherfucker the things, you know, it's just all about executing it. But you know, like Bomac and them, they got like 8 trainers over there. And you know, like a lot of trainers have assistant trainers and everything, but you know, he focusing on Frank Martin and everything. You know, Spence and Charlo, they basically got the craft down. You know,
Yeah, they know
what
the
they got to
technique.
do.
They know.
It's
Yeah.
just little tweaks that they got to do. You feel me? It ain't no major things that they got to do. It's just a little tweak here and there, depending on the opponent. But with Frank Martin, you know, we got to get him into the 10,000 hours. So, you know, James is focusing a lot on Frank Martin right now.
See, Christian G said, cool, just needed clarity on the WBO rankings. So Bud can't find out from, he said, can't find and out. Let me see. Said, cool, just need clarity on the WBO. So Bud can't find and out.
You want to get on my bed talking about gym work.
Well, where you get that mic from, man? I need to buy one, man.
I got a couple mics. I got one off Walmart. Walmart got some
You got that damn boom mic.
Y'all
Go
make
to
me want to get on
Amazon.
my bad, boy. Y'all
I
make
got a glowing mic.
talking about that shit, man. Talking about being in the gym make me want to get on my bed. Let me sit my old ass down for my son trying. Dad,
Let's
hey
see.
Dad, I got them hands. My son would be like, Dad, I got them hands now. Let me show you. Then I had to goddamn get on him. He 30 now, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so y'all talking about that. Y'all talking about that bad work, man. That shit bring me back when I was a kid, man. Getting in the gym. We ain't have many outlets, man. Cause Holyfield really wasn't putting niggas on. Vernon Forrest was, you know what I'm saying? He had his little plug, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't too many niggas that was able to get on for my city, man. But
see, we had Oliver McCall. You know, we was in the same gym. I was in the same gym as Oliver McCall and shit. You feel me? But I was a lot younger than them, though. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them Biggs brothers was my trainer. I always have been going to Decatur boxing gym since I was a kid. Yeah. You know, Terrell Biggs was a trainer. Let me say he was a champion at one time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. They kind of like closed him out though when he lost and stuff. I remember Biggs, Terrell Biggs.
Okay, I'll do that chicken talk.
Yeah,
He said, "What up?"
I remember Terrell Biggs.
He said, "What up, fool?" He
You
said,
remember
"You get a
Terrell?
chance."
Yeah, he was heavyweight in the '80s. Mm-hmm. He from my neighborhood.
Hey, when y'all get a chance, y'all check out my page up at Echelon Sports Bar. I dropped a new video about is Deion Sanders a sellout or the people that's mad at him, are they the sellouts? Y'all check that out.
I've been trying to keep up with that upper echelon. So I get it that Deion Sanders had been telling people. So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna tell you what I've been getting. That Deion Sanders is he been telling people to apply for HBCU colleges, and that HBCU colleges don't need big corporations to fund them and stuff, and they can do it on their own. And the whole time, just like Terrence Crawford, he had a big corporation in his back pocket ready to make that deal. That's how I've been getting it.
This is the way I put it right here, right? HBUs, it's a lot of black people and people that have money. But see, one thing about we don't like to invest in ourselves. We like to invest into the other people. Like we have the money, we spend majority of the money, but we always spend it into the different economy. We had Black Wall Street. That right there, we was doing better than them. They had to come tear that down. And see, that's the problem with us. We don't like to see each other do better. See, what Deion said he was going to do, he said he was going to bring pride back to the HBUs, and he said he was going to help. What people don't realize, Brett Favre, he had Jackson State and them people without water. When they did that water scandal, they had people without water. Deion Sanders paid out of his own pocket for a truck of water for his people. And
Brett Favre built that damn golf. He built that golf center or whatever the fuck.
Misappropriated funds. That's what it is. But ain't nobody that. But what they don't realize is Deion Sanders, while he was at Jackson State, they robbed him. Like they went in his office, took his shit,
to his watch and shit.
Yeah, they took his shit. They took his son's shit. His son got robbed a couple times.
You mean the staff? The staff robbed him. They not robbed him, but they stole from. They burglarized.
Yeah, they kept burglarizing.
They robbed him at gunpoint.
No, they took his shit. Like they went in his office and took his shit.
Like they burglarized. Yeah, they burglarized. Yeah.
They stole, let's just say that they stole from him. They stole from him,
right?
You feel what I'm saying? And Deion, people don't realize Deion Prime Academy in the middle of
why? But they said that when he made that move, all the kids that wanted to go to Jackson, is he breaking up? Is that me?
No, he's breaking up.
Okay, that's me. That's me. But let me give you the background to it, right? He built Prime Academy.
Oh, he breaking up. I guess if you can hear me, if you breaking up, you got to start over at the Prime Academy.
So after a few years, it ended up closing down. Jackson State, when he got there, he turned their football program around, right? He won them 2 back-to-back SWAC championships. He got them new equipment. He got them an Under Armour deal. Off his platform, he gave them exposure for 2.5, 3 years for free. He got the light shed on there. He got recruits coming there. He had the nation looking at this school right here. He had shit happening to this school that never would have happened unless he got there. He gave them people a new pride, a new sense of well-being. He gave them the code. He also set the standard, showed them how to recruit, showed them how to run the program. He gave them the key. Like you can give a man fish and he can eat for a day, but you can teach him to fish and he eat for the rest of his life. And what
But watch this though. Watch this though. They say that the children that wanted to go, when he left, all those children declined. All those children. So apparently he left a part out. He left a part of
hold on. Let me
getting
finish
them to
this
because they didn't get the whole game plan. Is all I feel.
I know, bro. I'm about to finish it, bro. Just let me do it, bro. Let me do it.
Go ahead. Learn the plan.
Let me bring it home for you. Like I said,
Okay.
you can teach a man to fish and he can eat for the rest of his life. When you're recruiting, that's you building a person. Like the next person that come in, that's you got to go out there and build a personal relationship. That's you that got to get the people to come there. You got to let them know what the benefits is. And then the people that signed with Deion is going over to Colorado with him. But you have the status, you have the know-how, and you have the playbook. You have the way to run this thing. Now it's up to you to implement it. The same people that signed to him, yeah, they may not be coming, but it's on you to get out there and do the way he did and promote and go get them people. He said here he got true by a lot of people, but you gotta persevere. You gotta keep going.
But in the age of influence, though, what about that part? Like a lot of people they want to go because they feel like they got a chance to get coached by the great prime time, and now they can't get coached by the great prime time.
Okay, guess what? Going to an HBU school ain't about playing football. It ain't about being coached by the great prime time. It's about getting a premium education, and it's about going there and building something for your future because only 1.2% of all college players make it to the NFL. That's the problem.
Right.
We got people believe that they're gonna be NFL ready. People are not.
So you heard what Shannon Sharp said though? Shannon Sharp said because of the GPA is why he didn't go to he didn't go to a Division I school, and he had to choose Savannah State. You know what I'm saying? Somebody because he didn't have good grades. So a lot of those black students that don't have good grades may not get a chance to go to the Division I school and get coached by Deion Sanders.
Exactly. But when you're there, you can pick up a good education that'll support you for the rest of your life. Because
that's true.
That 1% going to the NFL, just think, you're in a Division II school like that, man, that drops you down to less than 1,000%. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to realize you're not going to school to be in the NFL. That's a dream. Yeah, some people got it and some people not.
That's real shit, though, dog. That's real shit.
You get a free education. You get a free education that's going to support you for the rest of your life. And that's
real shit.
That's what he was really trying to preach. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Now Deion is going to Colorado. A lot of the students that would have made Colorado, but they wouldn't have looked for, now Deion to them inner cities and get some of the players that Colorado would have never even got. You feel what I'm saying? Now he's giving some black people an even better chance to get an even better education. And you know, prime time means the biggest moments. So you know, Colorado was not his final stop. You know, he's trying to go to the NFL. And guess what? When you get a black coach like Deion Sanders in the NFL, then think what it is. See, people worry about the destination. They don't.
How black is Colorado right now?
Huh?
How black is Colorado right now? Are they 50-50 or is it majority white? Is it 50-50?
45-55. No.
Okay. It's a mix. It's a mixed school.
Colorado's like 30% black, like 27% white, and they got the
Hawaiian.
Yeah, with that native people.
Right. I got you. You know, because that's where most of them native people live at on that side.
Yeah, like Colorado, Dakota, and all that stuff right there.
Yeah. Sound like you did a damn dissertation on this shit.
So yeah, you know, I did it. I told you I got the
poor crazy.
But look, everybody worry about the journey, but they don't think about the destination. Prime Time's final destination is not Colorado. His destination is the prime time, the big lights. Mr. D.
NFL.
And when he hit the NFL, now just think about some of these HBCU schools that got talent that we don't get to see because it's TV. But guess what?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Upper echelon. That's a bigger picture at the end of the day. Colorado, like he make it to the NFL. All them HBCU schools gonna get some shine because he know where it's at. But he just don't have that power right now to even make that move to even get that job. I got you.
Do you remember
I see
Alabama?
you out there. Oh, it says okay.
Alabama was the first college to have black running back. What happened when they did that? That motherfucker, they started putting black players on their Division I football team and started destroying shit. And then everybody else said, "Oh, we got to get some of them." Then they started getting people like Otto Graham and them because they seen what we could do. I'm not racist or nothing, but we're the fastest, the strongest, the quickest, and bro, we the most athletic. We're athletic. Our bodies are built to be athletic because of where we indigenous from. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. I see you out there. I see you out there dancing fancy. Talking about some. She getting ready for the Crawford fight. And Lefty, yeah, I already got that interview. I already listened to it. I left you a message too.
See, that's what I'm saying. We worried about the wrong things right there. Give Prime a chance. Let's see where he going with it. Let's see where he going with it.
Okay. Now watch this upper echelon. If you're gonna give Prime Time a chance, guess what? Now, in the world of sports, you got to give Bud Crawford a chance. I don't want to hear that shit y'all just gave Prime Time a chance, man. You got to give Bud a chance too.
But we did give Bud a chance.
Ain't ducking nobody.
We gave Bud a chance. We gave Bud plenty of chances. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you another thing. Right?
Then we buy his pay-per-views. Didn't you buy his pay-per-views?
And this is what I got to tell you.
When he was on ESPN, yeah, I did. I got some. I bought some of his fight. I supported Bud a little bit.
You did.
But let me tell y'all one thing though. Will we still be having this conversation if Deion Sanders had 3 losing seasons? If he had 3, they fired him.
Probably not.
If they fired him, if he had 3 losing seasons, would it still be this type of outrage for why did they fire Deion Sanders?
But hey, look, this how I feel. This how I feel about everything, bro. Football was my first sport. You know what I'm saying? I grew up playing it. You know, boxing was my second sport. So I'm into football just as much, if not more, than boxing. So my thing is this here. This is what I feel like a lot of people are mad about. The message Deion was trying to send to young black kids is that, look, you can go to an HBCU and still go to the NFL, because as somebody who was highly recruited in high school, but the time I was recruited in high school, you're talking about 08, 07, 08, we didn't have the internet like it is now. So back then you had to go to the SEC Division I school. You had to go Division I if you wanted any chance of going pro. But the age we live in now, the digital age, you can go to any school, and if you're really good enough to be an NFL player, you will be seen. So you don't have to go. You don't have to go to these white schools just to go pro no more. And that's what Deion's trying to tell them, because a lot of people don't know the history of college sports is that at one point the HBCUs had the best players. When you go back to when Jerry Rice was playing, Steve McNair, all these great football players, they went to HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about as recent as like the 80s. So I think that's the message Deion's trying to send. It's like, look, don't just go to Division I schools because you think that's the only way you're gonna go pro, because that's not true no more.
And plus, hell, he was getting $300,000. If people really wanted Prime Time to stay there, they could have came with more money. This man was getting $300,000 a year. He's getting 9% of what he's getting now. $5 million a year. Come on now. That's the problem with black people as well. We don't have to pay people their worth. We think people owe it to us and give it to us for a discount price. I'm gonna tell you one thing about black people: we always looking for the discount, and y'all know that yourself. We always
free 99. What they call it? Free 99. Motherfucker love free. Nigga love free, boy. Shit. I tell the nigga I'm gonna give some free studio time. My office will be lined up with niggas around the building. Like, oh hell nah, you know, tell the motherfucker it's $65 an hour. Hey, can I get you next week, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. We gotta
get I caught that interview, Chicken Talk. I think that's Lazy Left OG. Yeah, I caught it. I caught it on Twitter.
But everybody,
I was able to get it to play.
everybody, I want y'all to check out my video I got on my page though. It's 11-minute video, but I'm dropping
Let's
some
see.
jewels there for y'all, man. I mean, hell, Poole can pull it up if he want to,
I think
but
you cutting out. You cutting out.
I said I just want everybody to check out that video on my page. Is he a sellout or the people mad being a sellout? Because one thing I gotta say,
Yeah. Can y'all hear him? I can't.
Yeah, I can
yeah,
hear him. I can hear him.
that's
I can
one
hear
thing
him.
I'm gonna say. Who would do a job getting paid 9% of what they would normally get paid? Like, everybody think about this one time. If you got a job and you getting paid 9% of what you should be getting paid, would you continue to keep that job? Just like
Now,
So
just like
let's
what
say
Money
from
said.
the fact that as a
if I'm
coach,
getting 30,000, let's say
30,000.
300,000, and then I get a job offer for 270,000. They took 10% of it at off. Would I take
No,
that lesser job?
no. If you
Hold
sitting
on. I
there,
gotta come back. Go out and come back in.
if they got you a job, you get $5 million a year, or you get one for
Mm-hmm.
300,000 a year, which is 91% less.
Right.
Doing the
Well, I'm
same
gonna
thing.
go for the $5 million. I'm not gonna go for the let's pay a job. Now, people can say, well,
Like
you being
Bomani
a
said.
coon, or you being some type of sellout because you went to go work for the major corporation. But my
Why
thing,
do
upper
you?
echelon, is this right here.
Why
What the
not pay
hell
you?
we doing it for if we ain't gonna compete at the highest level? You know what I'm
And
saying? Or
another
we ain't
thing,
gonna
right?
go get the job at the highest level. What we doing this for? You know what
And
I'm
Hey,
another
saying?
a
Just
lot
thing,
of
because
people
I
right?
know
don't
how to
realize
do it.
this. A lot of
And
people don't
why not
realize
pay
this is
you?
not just the money. You know, it's not just the money, bro. You know, as a coach, the goal as a coach is most people start off on the lowest level. Pee-wee, maybe you get a high school football job. It's always to elevate. Dion started in high school. He moved to HBCU. Now he's going to Colorado. His plans is to keep scaling up. So the next job he take is going to be
NFL.
bigger than Colorado State.
I thought he was
Yeah,
doing
you
Pee
know,
Wee League when he first retired. I thought he was doing Pee Wee League with his children now. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
where it started.
He did.
But
Mm-hmm.
as a coach, I'm not mad at him for taking higher and higher jobs, because as a coach, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to move up. Every time somebody
Just
offers
like a
you a
player.
job, it's supposed to be at a higher
That's
level
real
than your
shit. I
last
can
job.
imagine the nigga at the Pee Wee League mad because Dion kept. I can imagine nigga at the
That's
Pee Wee
just like
League
as a
mad because
player.
he took the high school job.
And
Like, nigga, you think you gonna keep
Dion rode
coaching
with his
pro?
kids. Dion
Right.
coached his kids, and as they progressed, he progressed.
I
That's
dig.
just like,
I dig it.
yeah, he's always coached his kids. And he felt like couldn't nobody teach them to be a winner like he could. And I believe that. Like, I teach my son, I'd be like, when I teach my son, I don't feel like nobody else can teach him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because me and my son, we the same because we have the same genetic structure, the same build up. And I know what I got in me, he has in him, because he is my direct descendant. You feel what I'm
Hey,
saying?
y'all think he taking his sons with him to Colorado?
He
Mm-hmm.
is. His son's a starting quarterback.
Oh,
He
so
already said
Shadur leaving Jackson State too?
Shadur is the starting quarterback for Colorado. He already
Oh, all
said it.
right.
He bringing 10 people with him, and they're all killers. Go check out my video. He
Hey, I
bringing
wonder
10 people
why
with
he
him.
couldn't keep that boy Travis Hunter though. He couldn't keep Travis Hunter.
Dude from Florida.
Oh, I don't know where he's from. Number 12 probably is from Florida. That he was a two-way player. He played offense and defense. That dude good. He played receiver and cornerback.
Yeah, but shit, Dion bringing 10 of his damn people from Jackson State with him. Shadur is gonna be the starting quarterback for Colorado next year. He already let them know in the Colorado meeting. That's why I say y'all need to go ahead and check out that video on my page.
Hey, I'm glad, bro, because y'all know Shadur, bro. I really believe in that little dude, bro. And if he playing for a bigger program like Colorado, I believe he could be in the running for the. Huh?
They instant contenders because they in the Pac-12. They in the Pac-12. Pac-12 have no defense really, but like that's where you can run and shoot out there, and Shadur gonna have a good time doing that. Because I think he's better than.
Well, I was just saying that playing for Colorado. Yeah, I was just saying that he gonna have a shot for the Heisman. Now, if he play for that school, he gonna have a shot to win the Heisman.
All Dion got to build Colorado's offense up, and it's gonna be good because their defense was straight, but their defense stayed on the field too long. Their defense stayed on the field about 40, 50 minutes this year. Their offense was terrible.
All right, let me get this super chat in. Super chat in. Chicken Talk. That's it's Lazy Left OG. He thank you for that $5 super chat. He says big fish interview come. Oh shit. Said big fish interview coming. He said you got to figure out how to listen so you can ask questions. Pool. He says try to clear the storage on your phone. Yeah, I was able to listen to the Tank interview that you had done. That was pretty awesome interview and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely will. I mean, sometimes shit work because I listened in on one of y'all interviews. It was pretty good. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, just let me know what time you're gonna get started with that,
Chicken
bro.
Talk. I be checking Chicken Talk out too. Salute Chicken Talk. This is up echelon, man.
Mm-hmm.
I fucks with Chicken Talk. Chicken Talk be having Espinosa and them on that thing, boy. They be having that. Yeah.
So, Pool County, you had a chance to did you have Upper Echelon? Have y'all had a chance to see the conversation that went down on H Money's channel?
What happened?
With Devin, Haney, Shakur, and Bill.
Oh yeah, I seen it the whole.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah,
live.
that was on the channel with H Money. And so Shakur Stevens, that interview that he had with Shakur Stevens, I would have been telling people they got to go back a couple of H Money video a couple of days before that video, and then you'll see where Shakur Stevenson got that question from. The same question I've been asking everybody is the same question Shakur Stevenson asked Bill Haney. Like, can he fight Devin Haney, being that he entered 135 as a challenger, right? So but a couple of days before that, Bill Haney, he all loud on H Money channel. I know how this sanctioning shit work. I'm like, okay, but I think in my mind of my knowledge, boxing knowledge, I don't think Shakur Stevens, even though we think that I like that fight at 135, I don't think he can ask for that fight on his entrance, being he stepped in as a challenger.
Yeah,
and so
because
Shakur
he's in the top
Stevenson
10
asked that
already.
same shit.
Because he's in the top 10 already, though.
Yeah, but he a challenger. He didn't enter as a champion. If he entered as a champion, then he could request whatever. But he can't. He entered as a challenger, and remember his mandatory was Pitbull, but Pitbull said nah.
But being as a top 10, the champ could pick anybody out of the top 10 to fight.
Top 10. Is he top 10 at 135?
Yeah.
Who that Shakur? Of course he is.
Yeah, I ain't know he was ranked already. I ain't know he was ranked yet because he ain't had no fight yet. Up echelon.
They ranked him immediately. He's like number 7.
Let me see. Let me shout out to Just Do Boxing. Y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing over there with the winning team. You know what I'm saying? Got great content over there. What's going on, Just Do? Just hollering at you, my brother. And
so go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just gonna read. Go ahead.
So that's what I'm saying. So him being, because he in the top 10 or whatever, he didn't. My thing is he can request for, because he in the division, he can request, but he can't demand it though, right?
Nah, he can't demand unless Pitbull
unless he was a champion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can ask for it, and if they choose not to give it to him, they don't have to. You feel me? But
I got you. But yeah, but if he was a champion, then that conversation would be valid that they had.
Yeah, but Bill Haney was talking that crazy shit, talking about his publicity and shit like that, though. Like, that shit right there kind of pissed Shakur off on that shit, though. Like,
yeah, you talking about why you call out that you called out that name at the end of your fight for publicity. I'm like, nah, man.
Like,
I think he's supposed to be able to
like
call out
Bob
his
Marley,
name.
man.
You said what?
Like Bob Marley and shit.
Know that boy come up here with all them dreadlocks, huh?
I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
God damn, don't let them fool you.
So that my thing though, like, with Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and I'm gonna keep Teofimo Lopez name in there too, cause he ain't so slick trying to run his ass to 140. Like, them niggas need to goddamn and get the thumping.
Teofimo about to be irrelevant after this fight this weekend. Sando Martin gonna beat him, bro, because Teofimo ain't got that power at 140 that he had at 135.
You
Not only that,
I
he ain't
ain't
got
gonna
the
say you the
mental, man.
first
His
one
mental.
said that, but you sure is aggressive about that. Listen, man, I think Teofimo didn't go to 140 to goddamn get whooped on, man. He went to 140 to see Josh Taylor and Reggie Pogray.
No, the fuck he didn't. He went back and fought that Kambosos fight. But look, the last
Ain't
person,
it, old man?
yeah, but you know, Teofimo fought a blown up 130 pounder. And he was hitting that man with everything that he had. He was hitting him with clean shots that would have dropped him at 135. That man was eating everything Teofimo was giving him, bro. And I seen the frustration in Teofimo's face. He like, damn, this motherfucker ain't going down. Y'all saw the clean shots Teofimo was hitting that nigga with?
Yeah. Yeah, he was busting them too.
Yeah, he was walking straight through them shits. Now, Sandor Martin is a 140.
Mexican style.
He is a 140 pounder. He's not no blown up 130 pounder. He's a 140 pounder. He's been there for a while. He beat Mike Garcia. Teofimo is not as slick as Mike Garcia.
The doctor said that Teo had 300 pounds of pressure in his chest upper echelon. That's why he wasn't able to perform how he wanted to.
Man,
that's bullshit.
Yes, he'd have been dead.
Man, that shit is bullshit.
That was called
what the nigga had was he had his mind, that motherfucker unfocused. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, old lady had done dipped on his ass and shit, you know, because he was acting the fool.
No, right. He had been getting some pole. She had been getting some pole long ago. I don't even think, honestly.
The boy said he spent $250,000 on that training camp.
That's crazy.
How he do that? He didn't have $250,000.
Man, he be dancing all the time in his training camps. He be dancing too damn much.
I don't know how he did that. That's what he said though.
I see he was done. He said, "Then let that dude Thor hit him in the stomach." Like, why would you do that? Like, always doing a gimmick and shit, bro. He remind you of Prince Nassim Hamed doing all this.
Yeah. Just kind of clownish shit.
He got in there with somebody that whooped his ass. And when Marco Barrera beat the hell out of Prince Nassim, you didn't hear from him no more. And Kambosos beat Teofimo. That was the end right there. That showed us that Teofimo was a hype job because that boy kept pressing Teofimo. And if Loma, the first 7 rounds when Teo beat Loma was scared about getting hit back. But you know, Loma came up from 130. And anybody that got power, Loma tries to respect your power. He ain't trying to walk right in on that power. Because
that's why it took his ass 7 rounds to get started, didn't?
And then he seen Teo power wasn't hitting like that, so then Loma started to press him. But Loma had power at 130. At 135, his power ain't the same. And he can get clipped because Loma's a small guy. If you really look at it, he's a small guy. You see him in depth.
So let me ask you up and pull. Y'all saying that Teofimo Lopez he did to Sean Porter. He let somebody from across the pond take his belt, and he ain't want no more smoke after they took the shit.
Nah, Devin had to go get it. Devin had to be Earl Spence and go get that belt.
See, Lomachenko, his whole confidence was crushed, bro. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying, his confidence was gone, bro.
Nah, because Teofimo caught Loma in the first round, and Loma felt that power. Like, Loma shit. You got to realize Loma always was fighting slick fighters, but Gary Russell, Gilmergo Rigondeaux, like, yeah, they great fighters, but ain't none of them got no power. They were slick boxers. You see, Loma beat all these great fighters with no power. See, Gary
He
Russell,
gonna box the shit out of Devin Haney though, because that was supposed to be his fight against George Kambosos.
Yeah, but see,
had it not been for that damn Ukraine war, that was supposed to be his fight.
No, he didn't want to fight Loma because Loma had figured out his style. It took him
not
7
Loma,
rounds.
I mean George Kambosos. Loma and George Kambosos. Then they supposed to fight after the Teo fight.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be Loma and Teo.
It was supposed to be Loma and Kambosos.
But he couldn't fight, so they had to find him an opponent, which ended up being Devin Haney.
Yeah, because the Australian government said they're not gonna pay for that fight unless it's a big fight. So
Devin Haney ended up beating him. Devin Haney ended up not reading the script and beat him.
Yeah, because
that was the welfare fight, Section 8 fight.
George Kambosos was supposed to be the first undisputed at 135. And Australian government was trying to support that. Have George Kambosos be the first person ever undisputed at 135. And it was going to be a Caucasian. Now they're promoting the first ever undisputed heavyweight is going to be a Caucasian. That's what they're trying to promote now. It's going to be either Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're trying to promote.
That fight was pay-per-view in Australia, I think. I just
It
don't know
was
the numbers.
Australia, and it was over 45,000. It was over 48,000 in attendance at the MGM. At the MGM, that shit was sold out. It did numbers. It did numbers. George Cambosa's got
Yeah, that second one. That second one, they were like, hell no.
The second one did 44,000.
It did.
Yeah, they had
Shit. I
44,000.
thought they were like,
That
hell
motherfucker,
no.
they were deep in that bitch though. That arena was deep. I know that.
It was so dark in that motherfucker, man. I like that.
That was so they can slide Cambosa's the good shit when nobody sees it.
Let me see.
That's what they gonna do, David Albanese. Listen, man, they ain't did no vital testing. They ain't did no pre-con. Man, they can get David Albanese can have some motherfucking cocaine and heroin inside of his water, man.
That's what Tyson Fury be having that meth in his water. Cause I
know.
I said he looked like a Molly head right there. You know, motherfuckers that ice, that's that meth be having them all hyper and shit. And it be
eyes all bugging out and shit.
Yeah, that's why he don't be want. That's why he don't be wanting nobody fucking with his water. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what it is.
And when I see him in the 10th and 11th round still bouncing like it's the first round, I say, yeah, he on that meth. He on that ice cream. He on that ice cream. And that shit makes you goddamn hit. I fought them niggas ice, boy. They monsters, boy. Them niggas take all that punishment and they don't get tired. But when they crash,
that's what I think happened to George Cambosa in the 10th round. Devin Haney hitting that nigga so hard, this motherfucker would not fall. I'm like, hold on, man.
That was a bloody mess. Wasn't he a bloody mess?
Yeah, man. I said his white boy kicked in.
No, that's why I said Devin ain't got no power. When I see, look, that's when I said Devin ain't got no power for one, and for two, Devin ain't. I can tell right there. That's what Devin needs to work on, knocking people out, because it's not in his arsenal. Devin should have went to that body a couple times, because you know, tuck a nigga in the bed, you gotta first fold them sheets back and fold them sheets
I feel. Yeah, they gotta teach Devin how to. They gotta teach Devin how to knock him. They teach him combos. They teach him how to stick and move. They teach him how to clinch, but they still ain't taught him how to knock somebody out.
Yeah, they get that.
He was throwing all head hunters.
But can you teach that though, upper echelon? Can you teach? Not, you know what I'm saying? Don't they have to be instant?
It's technique. It's technique on how to finish. You can teach a person how to finish. You gotta all. It's all about teaching fundamentals. Go to the body. It's not that damn hard. You always go to the body. You teach the jab and you teach body work. That's one thing you work. If you teach body work and you teach
but the boy he slowed down and then he started switching in front of him and everything. Devin Haney ain't never seen no shit like that before. The man switching stances in front of him and doing the Tyson Fury herky jerk. He ain't know what the fuck to do. He just started swinging on his ass. I'm like, that right, little Haney. You know, but his dad was still supposed to have some. You right, his dad was supposed to have some instruction for him, like stay at the body. And you know what I'm saying? Stay at the body, turn them, stay at the body. They didn't have no instructions for him.
You can do all that herky jerky and switch stances and all that shit. Because I used to switch stances, but guess what? Your damn midsection still stays centered. Even if I'm switching legs up front, that midsection still in the same spot. It's in the same spot. You just hook with a different hand. You just hook with a different hand to hit that midsection. You got your right foot forward, I'm gonna hook you with my right. You got your left foot forward, I'm gonna hook you with my left. You feel me? But if Devin would have started taking the body out, Cambosa was ready to go to sleep, bro. He had his bags packed, he had his pillows fluffed, the damn sheets was down. All Devin had to do was tuck them in. And if he would have hit him in the body about 2 or 3 times and then went back upstairs, Cambosa would have laid it on down, bro. But he just kept headhunting him.
Yeah.
A good liver shot or a good sternum shot. Because he wasn't guarding his midsection or none of that. People got to realize your body is the worst place to get hit. Your head has a bone in that motherfucker, bro. You can hurt your head.
Right.
But you can throw as hard as you want into a nigga's midsection and that shit feel good on your hands. You hear me? That shit, like when you punch a nigga through his stomach, it's like his body envelopes your fist. And it'd be like, ugh. And when you pull it back, it'd be like,
sound like true violence. God damn it, got it.
Unless his name Earl Spence Jr. Cause that nigga Uga would hit when Earl Spence was whipping on Uga would hit Earl Spence in the body with some shit. I'm like, I know this nigga felt that shit, man. He had to feel it. I seen it through the camera that shit look.
Hey, look, You see when Uga started hitting Earl in the body, you see Earl started sitting down and throwing him harder. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man. I said that's what I'm talking about. Up, I'm like, I know how you gonna throw harder punches out the nigga and I hit you that hard in your back. I know you felt that shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit. You felt
Hey
that
man,
shit.
hey, but them motherfuckers, they be trained on that shit, man. Cause Floyd used to get hit. That motherfucker used to keep it moving.
Like
Same
this.
straight face.
You
You know what I'm saying?
doing them sit-ups and everything. It's about keeping your abs tight. And when you're
Yeah,
boxing,
that
it's
core. Yeah.
your abs tight. You got to keep your shit tight. Boxing, that's part of the strain. That's what breeds your stamina down, because when you out there boxing, you're not sitting there with your stomach relaxed. You're keeping your body tense. That's what's making energy go down. People don't realize that. People that's not boxing don't realize that you gotta stay tense the whole time. Like I got my abs and everything on tight mode, and when you take a little quick breath and then try to tighten it back up, you might get caught in between that. You feel me?
That's what Andre Berto said too. Andre Berto said, Florida, see your ass breathing and knock the shit out your ass in between.
Yeah.
He's smart, man. That dude watch everything. That's what Berto say. Berto say he watch everything.
The clock and from the time the bell rings to
that nigga know where to be in the ring. That nigga know how many punches to throw, how to stay away from you. That nigga know all that shit. He got it down.
Some business though, y'all. But hey, I would appreciate if all y'all go check out my video and leave a comment on it though, man. Like I would really appreciate everybody in here. I'm gonna drop my link in here too, but Pool and my brother, I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. I gotta handle some business. But y'all check out my video after Pool Counters.
All right, I'm gonna take you. I gotta go too.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I done been on for 3 hours. I'm about to take me a nap. But I appreciate everybody sliding through.
Yeah, drop the link, man, so I can Oh, he gone. He gone. I was about to say drop the link so I can go check the video.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna come on later on tonight though. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Just Do coming through, you know what I'm saying, Windy City Assassin and B-Dog, you know what I'm saying? Had a pretty good little show. And Reggie Milligans and 2 Cent Boxing, Grease with Fire, Keeping It Trill, Tetch. Thank y'all for sliding through, bro, and rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? I was a little low energy today, but I've been up all night doing damn videos and shit. But I'll see you guys, you know what I'm saying, probably late on tonight or sometime. We'll come on back and chop it on up some more, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Remember, y'all, you know what I'm saying, what I say, you know, law don't go right here, law dog. You're savage. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.